Level 9.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. I'm AC Gamer, and tonight I'm joined by two very good friends. We got Cypher,
Hey guys, this is Cypher Dick.
and we got Shix joining us tonight.
Yeah, doing some more epic-y stuff.
Yeah, we're hoping that we will get him, I don't know, probably not the epic tonight, but you're gonna get most of the things if we're lucky enough to. I mean, you only need two more.
I need 2 more of the corrupted, and then it's the big fights.
Right. You gotta buy the Jade Reaver, like you said, it's like 4K, or go camp it.
And then you got Oolump,
Right.
the
Oolump.
guy in...
Is he always up?
No, he's a 24-hour spawn. He was not up today.
Okay, so somebody is usually camping that
check.
guy, or is he like kind of left up from time to time?
I don't know. I mean, I think we did that for Heat,
Yeah, I could have swore we
and
did.
he was just up. I mean, he just happened to be up. You're gonna have to feign... I can invis you, right? Let's get some invis up.
Oh yeah, let me put my C invis on.
Oh, and I've got your...
Oh yeah, my helmet. You need C invis as well, I'm guessing, right? Go ahead, test.
I've got it, but you can... Yeah, that's...
Hey, you know that's it was a gift by a viewer out there, and I like taking advantage of it because it's well, I don't like taking advantage of the viewers, but I like taking advantage of the item because it was very, very kind for them to do that, and it's a really nice item, and I've been wanting one for a very long time. So
You know this way?
I do not know this way. I've gotten lost a lot of times in this zone, so I tend to follow the path. If I get off of the path coming from the Druid ring, chances are I'll end up going around in a circle for about an hour. And it's even worse because most of the time I don't have the Spirit of Wolf, so I kind of vaguely know where we're at.
Yeah, we'll go past these. Here's the water. You just follow. You can go outside of the water. Outside of the...
Oh yeah, these guys don't see through invis anyways, and I think they're low level.
We'll just go around the outside of the walls there at the dock.
But hopefully Cypher will be getting his power supply in, you think tomorrow?
You know, that's asking a question that I honestly can't answer because of the fact that
I mean, there's a track number on it though, right? And the track tells you
there
that
is a
it's...
tracking number, and there's a lot of tracking locations for the package so far. But yeah, it still hasn't come in yet. I'm kind of wishing it would come in now.
I know, because we got our 12 to 24 hour stream tomorrow, so that's gonna kind of suck if you're not there.
Yeah.
What time do they stop delivering mail? I mean, maybe it's on its way.
He's out in the boonies.
I don't know if you can hear that rain. Here, let me
Oh
do
yeah,
this real
yeah.
quick.
I didn't have to go into work today. They called off like all the schools. A lot of businesses closed down. It's like there's the hard rain.
I think I heard it.
Oh, I'm next to water over here, so that's what I'm listening to.
Missed the bridge.
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Did you... Does level 9 sound right for Hans?
That sounds about right. I know he was getting close to 10. I didn't think he was 10 yet.
Yeah, it looks like the video shows... The last video shows about...
Oh, he should have spells, right?
He does not have anything memmed, no.
Oh, okay.
But he
Then,
looks like he's on a boat going somewhere maybe to pick up spells. I didn't watch the whole
well,
video.
yeah, it's probably not going anywhere yet because of the fact he's...
Is this the one? This
It's
is the one. I've watched this when you were going to Velius, right?
Yeah.
This is
The
hilarious.
name of it, the name of that video is Happy New Year's in German.
Yeah, I did watch this whole thing.
And at the end of the video, it closes out with me cheering inside of the Dane's room with the New Year's song playing in German, the German version of it.
Yeah, I watched that whole thing. But yeah, you're level 9.
Hey, Nibers, how you
Alright,
doing,
cool.
man?
Yeah,
Not
Nibers was at
Russ.
the ring war today.
Oh, was he? Did the aftermath got it, huh?
Yeah.
I know they've been
They
going
got a
after it
guy
for a
that's-
while.
Yeah, they got a guy that's quick on the trigger. He's gotten like the last 3 turn-ins.
Sounds like such a cluster, dude. I mean, it sounds amazing, but it sounds like if I was actually going after that item, I'm not really sure I'd want that.
Yeah, we've had people just go and see that guy and just not even try. Today,
The
well,
aftermath guy, you mean?
today, yeah, the guy that was there for us today saw the text but never saw the NPC. He turned it
Wow.
so quick. He never saw the NPC.
That's
just saw
pretty
the
quick.
text.
So either that's a really good internet, probably a
Yeah, he's either got really
solid state drive, I'm sure.
yeah super fast connection. I don't know what the deal was, but our guy said he never even saw it, just saw the text, and he's like, "Shit."
I wonder how he turns it in and then hits the trade button so quickly. Is there a short
Well, you have
short
it
key
on,
button
I'm sure
for?
there's a like he's got it on his cursor. I'm sure.
Right, so you can click the
And then I'm
mob,
sure
but
there's
then
some sort of a trade button. Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, there has to be like a hot shortcut and Alt F or something.
Yeah, there's hotkeys. Make a hotkey for just about anything, I think.
Niber said he had a key role in the ring war. What were you doing? I've never been like behind the scenes on like how they tend to do the ring war. I've seen they run the dwarves around and they use them to kill some of the giants from time to time. And I've seen some guilds where they just don't have the DPS. They let the dwarves do pretty much everything.
Yeah, that was a shit show. Who was that did that?
I don't remember, but the faction. I mean, because a lot of people show up for the faction, and if the dwarves kill it, you get none. So that night we were
think it was
really looking forward to the faction. We got none.
I think it was either ALS or maybe their what's that? Like the multiple guilds, the alliance or whatever.
But it worked. I mean, they did it. They were successful
they
at getting
finished
the mob at the end, and it's just kind of sad that all the faction went bye-bye. Not that they owe everybody there any faction, but you could set a button to use. Oh, okay.
So wait a minute,
So
was
you
the ring for
click
you?
and- Click and hit you? No, it was for somebody in the guild though.
Yeah, I don't think Nibers needs that. If he did, he probably would have got it a while back.
I'm sure he either has it or doesn't need it.
Nibers says, I was the only enchanter of 50 players.
Wow.
ZK has said he's had his fill of being the only shaman of that many players. So clarity for everybody, I'm guessing. And I had a dual role of being in the tag and kiting group.
Ugh. For the healers, the priests.
So he has to give 49 people clarity at all times, and he's kiting and tagging.
Everybody demands VOG.
Yeah. So it's one of those things as an enchanter, you're used to being busy, but that's kind of taking it above and beyond. Some welcome back for you, I guess. Let me know about my mic, guys, if you're listening. I put it in a different position today. I had to change the wire because the other one short-circuited on me. It's been kind of messing up as time went on, and I had an extra one. If it sounds like I'm fading out when I turn my head and things of that sort throughout the stream, let me know. I'll reposition it back where it was. I almost got it, however, a NPC ate my 9th ring. Ooh. Did they refund your ring eventually, or? I saw somebody, that must have been like a week ago, they were actually selling the MQ rights to the 9th ring for like 7K, and that's an amazing price considering the 8th ring usually goes for 10.
Yeah, that's a super cheap price. I heard somebody mentioned 60K for the 9th ring today in guild, and I thought that seemed awful high because it's pretty easy. We've done the 8th ring several times.
Yeah, I mean, the 9th ring I would pay maybe 15 to 20K for if you're going to go straight from 0, because you do have to, make that really hard brewing potion. You got to, go kill a few mobs. I mean, it's a little tougher, but it's not 60K worth. I guess it depends on how much money you got and whether you're just going to throw it out the window, but I don't think it's worth 60K.
I guess if you have the money, it's worth it. And, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if you got money just flowing out your butthole, you're just like, hey, there's money for you, and you get a house, and you get a house. Yeah, then sure, go for it. But I think if you got that kind of money, you're usually not one of those people who throws it around.
Yeah, that sucks, Nibers. I didn't know he lost his ninth ring in the turn-in.
Didn't register an item being accepted. What? That's... However, upon my arrival back, it was reimbursed with my blade stop. Nice! So he got it back.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, I think they kind of realize for certain people who don't
They
petition
will
that
not
often.
reimburse an MQ. I can guarantee you that right now.
Yeah.
I've got proof of that.
Yeah.
That sucked.
He did a
Twice.
little bit of a mistake. Somebody either did it on purpose or by accident happened to turn in the exact gems for the item that you wanted to MQ.
Right.
So when he turned in his no trade thing, that's why I always turn in the gems first. I might be stupid on that regard, but I always turn in my gems first, and then the no trade piece.
Well, I've started turning in like a stack of food one at a time.
Right. Well, I mean, turning in the gems first too would kind of reset it, right? Because once if you have,
Yeah, but if my gems were on the tune that needed the item, and the item was on my monk, so the monk had
oh, okay, I
the
see.
legs for the druid,
Yeah.
and the druid had the gems. So I turned in the legs to the NPC, and he gave my monk back, without turning any gems in, he gave my monk back the pants, the druid pants, like the clicky pants.
So he had the Druid pants on the
Useless.
wrong tune, and he also had a pair of, was it Warrior pants on that same tune?
Yeah, same tune.
Same MQable mess up thing happened with multiple characters. What's up, Crow? How you doing? Oh,
But that one was, the warrior one was with Shariki. We were actually in game at the same time.
Both
and
working.
He thought I said turn them in, and I said I'm ready to turn them in, or something to that effect.
well, and you both were working though. Like that's the
Yeah.
part that you're leaving out on that one is
we were both distracted.
yeah, divided attention, and then all of a sudden, oh, I got a pair of pants that I shouldn't have.
Luckily, the next night he had a pair of pants drop. So
Yeah. Well, you get both of them during our raid.
yeah, need to do another plate house run.
I mean, if you guys are down tomorrow after we get done doing that other game, and we come back onto P99, we could do a little bit of Kale if it's open, if people aren't in there. See if we can put together enough of a force to do it.
Yeah, we get some done.
Let's see. It's the sad part of the story is now I can't afford the 10th ring, but better than the prior scenario. What do you need for the 10th ring? I thought once you had Dane, right? You need Dane's head? Not Dane's head. You need Dane. You need to talk to Dane, right? You need to turn something into Dane.
Yeah, you turn in the ring, and he gives it back to you, and he gives you the marching orders or whatever.
Right.
I think something like that.
Okay.
No, he needs a DKP.
Oh, is that how they do in that guild?
Yeah, so it's not the person that turns it in. The person that turns it in gets DKP, but then they bid the ring war out to the guild. Like, so if I had, the ninth ring or whatever the turn is, and I don't even know what the turn is, the marching orders. Then,
You
I
don't
sit
lose
there-
the ring though, do you?
No, I don't think you lose the ring.
No.
Yeah.
But so he sits there, if I sat there and I just, waited for the guy to spawn, and I got the turn in, then I would get, 10, 15, whatever the DKP is, I don't know. And then they would bid out the 10th ring to the guild.
Wonder how much that goes for. I figured most people would have that by now. I mean, it happens every 3 or 4 days, depending on how often, people are actually sitting there waiting for it. And
Yeah, but you got alts and new recruits.
true. Let's see. Speaking of MQs, the first time I had ever done one was with the TOV item, and when I turned in the gems and the item that I paid for, it came to my attention that the raid just before made me not highest reputation. Oh, dude. Ouch. Yeah, you gotta watch out on that faction thing. Yeah, Everquest not a very forgiving game if you kind of space out. Cypher knows all about that with his MQs.
Mm-hmm.
I think you said you got it back though, right? You got your helmet and your breastplate.
Yeah, I got my helmet back finally.
And the breastplate.
Yeah.
We must have just missed this boat, by the way, Shix.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that sucks about the MQ. That time outside of kill was still being farmed for faction due to being broken, so after a short amount of time, I was able to get the faction back. Got 3 new gems and returned to turn in for the item. Luckily, it'd still be there.
Well, you don't lose the ring on the turn-in for the 9th ring unless you have an issue like he did.
Well, no. He was talking about for a different MQ. He went to TOV, and
Yeah.
he turned in his gems, and the other guy turned in the MQ piece of armor.
No, I'm talking about for the ring war portion, though. The ring war, the reason they do it the way they do it is I don't believe you lose the ring whenever you do the turn-in because you have to have the ring for the final turn-in, right?
Right.
Something like
but
that?
he said one of the mobs, one of the NPCs ate
Yeah.
his ring by mistake.
Yeah, so I was just making sure I understood that he didn't lose the ring because of the turn-in itself. It was issue with the actual NPC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the NPC didn't even register that he had turned it in, but I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, they should be able to go back and see that you at least got to that point, and now the item's missing. You know, whether they want to believe you or not is another story, but they can verify a lot of things.
I don't quote me on this, but I think they're going to be doing a live action Milan.
Oh, I'm sure. Why wouldn't they do a live action everything?
Well,
They're just going to go back and
The only
rehash
reason
all the
I know
movies.
that is because I was looking up a character that Jet Li played, and on his list it says 2020 Milan the Emperor.
I swear, yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward kind of to the Aladdin movie,
Yeah.
but at some point they need to leave well enough alone and come up with fresh ideas.
Why? I mean, you could just rehash every old idea
I'm
you
hyped
ever had.
about the Lion King as well, but
Man, I remember
see,
movies,
I don't know.
and, you know, and this is just me getting old, I'm sure, because every old person I ever remembered as a kid would say the same thing. But I remember as a kid, they used to have blockbusters like every week, and they'd compete against each other. And Disney was like one of those companies. When they came out with a movie, everybody wanted to go see it, and it was something that, at least from my perspective, was original and, you know, kind of new, and it was really exciting. They don't come out with anything new anymore. I don't know when the last time they came out with something that was a fresh idea. It's all, you know, remakes, sequels,
I don't know.
live actions.
There's some movie companies that deal with originals.
Yeah, and then Disney
I
buys
don't
them
know
up.
about lately, but like Lionsgate is pretty good about doing more original content. But you know,
But
that could have changed.
that's the problem. When somebody comes up with something original that's good, Disney buys them and shuts them down, and then they just do rehashes.
Well, and you look at the stuff that is original, like Game of Thrones. That's not a knockoff. It's its own thing.
And people love it. People are like
Yeah.
drooling all over that. They're like,
Absolutely
please
love
give me something new.
Yeah, some of the
Yeah,
Netflix
and now
originals
it's gonna
people
end.
absolutely love.
Well, you know, everything has to end eventually. As great
Yeah.
as the show is, would you really want to see it on the air for 20 years?
But you know what? They have had very few good endings to series whenever it comes to HBO or Showtime. Like Dexter ended the worst. I think Weeds also was a
Shit,
horrible
there you go.
ending.
You know, Weeds, they didn't know where to go with that show. I think the last, like, 2 seasons was just kind of...
Yeah, it was over before it was over.
Yeah, again, you got to know when to call it.
Yeah.
A lot of really good shows get killed in the first season,
Now-
unfortunately.
The Breaking Bad ended good. That's probably one of the best ones.
I never watched any of those shows or any of those seasons of Breaking Bad, but I hear people absolutely love that show.
Dude, it is. You gotta watch it. It is absolutely amazing.
I've seen a few pieces here and there. It didn't look like something I was interested in.
We get off at the first dock, right? I think so. That's a sister island or whatever.
I know we get off of the first dock from the other side, from Freeport. I don't know about from this side.
For the Sea Furries?
For the Sea Furies, yeah. No, because we're not going Sea Furies. We're going to Cyclops Island, right? Where the AC spawns. Isn't that where your piece drops?
I don't know. Now you've got me second guessing myself.
Yeah, I click off of the screen once we zone. I don't want to like mess it up and get left behind.
Let's see.
There we go. So we just zoned?
Tonic,
I think we zoned.
To spawn the corrupted Sea Fury Cyclops, kill Sea Fury Cyclopses. But that's the first stop coming from this direction, isn't it?
I think it's
Sister Island is where you want to get off of.
Yeah.
Is that the first stop from this side?
Is that
That's
the first stop from
Butcher
Butcher?
Block.
From Butcher Block, okay.
Okay.
Best way to fight the corrupted Sea Fury is to fear kite him. Nah, man, we're gonna take him on, beat him in his face. He's only level 52. He has how many hit? Now that the mic is in this position, I can't see my monitor at the top, and I had to like change position of the monitor. He only has 10,000 hit points, and he hits for 76 to 200 points of damage. Should be okay. If nothing else, I'll feint it off and you kite him.
Root rot it.
I'm waiting for him to make the live-action movie for Everquest.
That'll. I mean, whose story? The thing about that is, whose story are you going to tell?
What do you mean, whose story?
For EverQuest. I mean, like, is it from the perspective of who?
It had to be from the perspective of one of the gods. You know, like the people who only matter. Like, we're just like the little peons that are trying to make a living here in this world, but...
Let's go over here and get Lev.
Like, if you, you did it from the perspective of Fiona Vi or Interrook.
Just trying to think of what that storyline would be.
Well, they show you the storyline when you first, buy one of the expansions that has, like, the dragons. You remember the intro for the original game, right? Where the dragons created the Earth and they split up, portions between each other and created creatures, and then the creatures eventually killed them and put them in stone. Like, that'd be an interesting idea.
They're gonna do a, I don't know, are they actually gonna do a live-action movie, or are we just making this shit up?
I'm just making this shit up. I mean,
Okay.
right now Daybreak
I mean,
Games
cool.
owns it, so I have no idea if they ever would do a live action, but...
It would be cool. So is there somebody over here?
There is somebody over here if you want to check with them and make sure they're not going after the corrupted.
So it looks like that guy, right?
He's a druid.
Suffering?
But he might be doing it because these are good experience for him. And hell, if he's just here for experience, we might be able to leave and just have him send us a tell when the corrupted spawns and come back.
He said this is the wrong island.
Yeah, I could have swore it was the one with the J-boots.
No, this is the AC Island.
This is not the AC Island.
Yes, that's what he said. This is AC Island.
Oh yeah, you once you get off on Sister Island,
Oh,
you
he said
cross
come
the
here,
water.
he
The first island is AC Island. The second island is Sea Fury Island.
That's the island we came from.
He's talking to me.
Hey, Kat, how you doing? Live action what? Live action EverQuest. What do you guys think? Great idea? Horrible idea?
Horrible.
We're gonna have Jim Carrey as the lizard, Arnold Schwarzenegger as the halfling, Danny DeVito as the erudite.
That's gonna be one. I think you're miscasting some people there.
This is perfect. I take it you never saw the D&D movies? I try to burn those memories out of my head. It's really, really horribly done.
Dude, I'm gonna have to pull up a freaking map.
What island did he say it was on?
Straight ahead.
This is the island we came from.
Yeah, apparently they're on the Sisters Island, I guess. So confused.
You're confused.
You're confused. I'm confused. We're all confused.
You pointed this way, and I don't see.
We're about to lose camouflage. I gotta rehash.
Oh, these are pretty low level.
So look, if you're on Sister Island and you just got off the boat, you go left, like you turn directly left, and you go straight. You'll pass.
That's where we went. That's ACI. Well, that's not AC Island. It's Sea Furies.
Then you go. You'll see AC Island, and then you'll see Sea Fury Island. You need to go to Sea Fury Island.
No.
And you should. Yes, you do.
No, that's where the other Druid was, and he
okay.
says that's not where we need to go.
He pointed the wrong direction.
Oh, okay, so we gotta go back.
So
it's the other island with like the Druid ring on it.
Yeah, with the Druid ring is
Okay.
the one you want to go to.
Past the one we were just at. Keep going to the next one.
Yeah. I know AC.
Yeah, it's number 6 on the map.
Only good thing from D&D movies was the theater banner was pretty awesome. I don't remember the banner. I wasn't at the theater at the time when that movie came out. It was a little later. I do know that the armor in that movie was one of the things I first saw that I was like, oh, this is so low budget. It was made out of like paper mache. Don't forget about the Nameless. I mean, all the gods would be in that movie, right?
Oh, who's gonna be
Steven
Who's
Seagal.
gonna be the faceless?
Steven Seagal. He'll just be the hairdo.
The hairdo.
Uh-huh. Or the belly.
Get in my belly.
The list for the AC.
What's that?
The list for the AC and the OOC.
The list.
Yeah. Suffering, Crims, Alagons, Zmorden. There's like 7 people on that list.
Oh, the Tainted Sea Fury's up, man.
I just tagged this guy.
You want me to kill it?
Feign death it.
Oh, I don't have access. I mean, I haven't attacked it yet. He's blue to me. Dark blue. He's over here next to Maelstrom and the
I already started
Cyclops.
killing one. Try and get it to spawn, but if it's already spawned, I'll just dot this one down.
Can't believe you didn't check track, man.
I just assumed that it wouldn't be up.
I assumed it would be. Nobody wants this guy, and they kill these things all the time.
Yeah, they go around him
Yeah.
on purpose.
That's why I figured this would be the guy to come over here and get, because he's just left here.
Yeah, but I better not leave this guy. If this guy breaks root and doesn't die, you're gonna bring all the sea
Oh, I
furies
mean,
with
yeah,
you.
I mean, kill your guy. There's no worry that somebody's gonna snag this one, but I'm watching him.
This quest is becoming easier and easier.
Mm-hmm. Get a couple friends with you. Time goes by pretty quick.
It's crazy.
And he's just kind of walking himself over here to the shore next to the Druid ring.
Oh, you're close to them.
And I can see the ogre right here. How close is the other guy to being dead?
6%.
56?
Yeah. I'm loading up heals and stuff. Some spikes so that you get the damage shield.
Ah, good call, good call. Let me put my buffs on. That Maelstrom guy, does he drop anything?
I'll put in my Lumi for extra damage. Shoot his Lumi, but
I'm gonna attack him, I'm just gonna run him around in circles. No, we don't have to worry about the pool later. He got a little bit of speed on him.
this is my last piece for the Fadewar thing.
What's your mana like?
Cleanse spirits of Fadewar. I'm at 80%.
Oh, that's good.
This guy's better.
I'll meet you at the Druid ring.
Yep, let me dot this guy one more time. Hit him with my sticky stick, and I'll run over.
This guy did do a little bit of damage to me in one hit. You might have to kite him. Is that you as the little doggy? Is that you, Shix, as a dog?
Yeah, that's me. Gonna root him.
You mean you couldn't tell he was a little wolf?
You know, he's a little ways off still, and I was kiting this guy around, so...
Throw a damage shield on you. You still got regrowth, right?
I do.
So with your ring and my damage shield, what's the, what does that do?
The ring and the damage shield. Pop up my bar. $32.
He's dying quick.
And if I had any of those potions left, I used them. But if I had any of those potions left, I think I could get it up to like 60 something.
This is the tainted, so the
Should spawn off of this one, but it did say about 20 to 30, or 10 to 20% chance.
Okay. So, yeah, that's a pretty good chance. Get you a good heal before potentially spawn.
Druids are useless
How's your
in
mana so
game
far?
with or without epic. Ouch.
Who's that asshat?
You know, druids are... Oh, there we go, corrupted.
There it is. Hell yeah. No, it's like... Oh my god, he summons. That's bad news for me.
Yeah, you just don't want to get any aggro. I'll do this one. Heal yourself if you can. I got him.
Yeah, he was wrecking my shit.
Yeah, so med up, do some heals. Try not to do too many dots because we don't want you summoned again.
Druids with an epic can solo those worms, or what are they called? Burrowers, ice burrowers.
I mean, they definitely got their uses.
Plus, go to Vindy, and they're hugely useful with pet charms. Almost top DPS. Not druids. They are not shaman or melee, so I get where they're not useless. Just not at least sought after.
He's for the Bard epic. No, he's not. Corrupted Sea Fury Cyclops. Yeah, this is the one we need.
He's thinking of the named that has the horn that.
Oh, I did mention earlier. I was wondering what that guy was for.
Oh, I've never done the part of it. It's on my list of things to do, but it's a long list and it's way down on the list.
That could be the next guy we work on.
Guys.
Gotta.
If I get a, well, I have to get my bar to 55. If I get a scale, then I'll work on it.
Yeah, we got to get all the epics on here before green comes out. That way we can abandon all these tunes and move on to the next one. All right, guys, he's running now.
That wasn't too bad.
No. I mean, this would have been pretty nasty for you by yourself because he summons.
Oh yeah, that would have been death. Sure.
All right, Barracuda next, man. If we get him within like 10 seconds. Ooh, yeah.
Alright, I got a phone call and I got a med, so I'll be right back.
Alright, let's sit up and heal up for a second. So let's take one more look at what he needs. He needs the Corrupted Barracuda. We gotta kill all the deep water Barracudas. There's 3 of them that spawn every 6 minutes.
And where do those come from?
Lake of Omen.
Oh, those spawn next to the blood gills.
It seems easy enough.
Yeah.
Corrupted Gorilla, already got him last night. Yeah, so this is going to be like the last little bit that he needs, and then it's just a whole bunch of running around. Except Oolump. Let's look at Oolump while we're waiting. Can we kill him? So 32,000 hit points. Hits from 78 to 235. He summons unfearable, unsnarable, unstunnable, unslowable. Simple to fight, can be easily killed with a single group and a decent healer. Resistance to virtually all magic. So better off fighting with an all melee group. Flees at 20%. I don't know, man. It seems like we'd probably need a cleric or a shaman with torpor for that guy.
Yes, you would.
I don't think a druid would be good enough. Well, you think maybe a level 60 shaman and a level whatever I am monk, 55 monk I think is what I am. 56. No.
It wouldn't be. You need more.
More DPS.
More DPS, more defense. You need at least 4 or 5 people.
I mean, he's not up right now anyways, but I'm just kind of spitballing. Hey, Cranium, how you doing? Hit 60 yet on my monk? No, I haven't really been trying to max out his level recently. Just kind of been having a little bit of fun with him. We did a little bit of Shix's Druid Epic yesterday. We got him 3 pieces that he needed from the Corrupteds. Tonight we've got him 2 already. And we're going to be going after the last one that he needs. And after that, we were just talking about that. We need Ulump.
Alright, I'm back.
And we should be able to do that with a group of our own guys. He's a 24-hour respawn, though, so we're going to have to wait. And then you guys are going to do with the raid with your guild, the KC part.
Fedor, KC.
How hard is
we did
Fedor?
We did it for Heat.
But we need a full group of that?
Group plus would be good. I mean, he's not... Spawn version, I think, is quite a bit easier. Where do we want to go to hammer? Commons, maybe?
I mean, we can hammer here and just find somebody's mob.
Well, I can
Oh,
hammer
did
off
you guys
and
not
can
get it?
hammer off a mob.
We did get it, yeah. You
hammer
wanna
off
take
one
off
of
one of these sea sprees and I'll sit there and take the
let
hits?
Let me hammer off you, and then you hammer off one of the mobs.
Okay.
I'm pretty squishy.
But give me a regen before you go. Especially since it's a free clicky off your breastplate.
Yeah.
That didn't seem like it took very long to kill.
No, it was super simple, man.
It's pretty easy. I mean, he did all the heavy lifting. I just healed him a few times.
Sniper says he used to charm pet plus heal to kill Ulump. So Shrieky gets back tomorrow, maybe. Or sometime next week.
Yeah.
Him.
Well, we can do it with a group. We did it with a small group, 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, but I mean, what it sounds like is if he brings out his level 60 enchanter and you bring out your shaman.
Well, he's not slowable.
He's not slowable, but if you bring the pet, then you get a really good one in there.
Yeah.
Not really sure what you would charm in that zone, but there has to be something. A guard, maybe.
Apparently my hammer sucks.
Apparently. There you go. How about my tail? A guard, a specific one. Okay, yeah. I kind of figured it would be a guard. Shrieky probably knows. If not, we look it up online and see what people say. Oh, you know what? It's probably better if I turn my damage shield off, huh?
Oh, I mean, it's my regen. Cover from it, I think. But my hammer sucks.
Yeah, it does. Maybe because you're in wolf form?
Shouldn't matter.
I have no idea. There we go.
Huh.
Still, I can't wait to see Arnold Schwarzenegger play you in the movie. It's going to be amazing. This guy's already damaged. I wonder if somebody's kiting him around. I don't see anybody, though. There we go. Dude, it's so much nicer not to have the mic right in my lap, but way above me. So I'm hoping it sounds good. I'm going to have to go back and watch this video to make sure it's going to not be weird when I turn my head. Alright, so where are we going now? We're going to Lake of Illumin?
Yeah, Lake of Illumin. I'm gonna egress my way there. Let me.
Wait.
You got spirit, right?
You don't have sucker?
No, I need 2 more levels.
What zone are we going from here? We're going to Fedor?
So we go to Frontier Mountains, and then to Lake of Illumin.
Frontier Mountains. I'm gonna have to look up this zone. I can never remember how to get through it.
So you pass the ramp.
Well, I mean, I know where the
Follow
zone
that
lines
wall.
are. I just don't remember which zone line I'm going to. Frontier Mountain. Okay, so it's the one over by the goblins. Yeah, the mines of Nurga or Droga or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. I spent plenty of time in that zone working on my faction. Still not enough, though.
Are you still KOS? Or?
No, I'm definitely not KOS. I think I am, I'm past indifferent. Whatever's past indifferent, I can't remember what it is now. But
Is that
barely past indifferent.
amiable?
Maybe. But I think I need to be ally for that to work.
Yeah, then you need to get the guts off of track or one of the jugs, and you need thing off of
Howling Stones.
is it not Verena? That's the epic for the chainer. What is her name? It's down in Halingston's.
Yeah. We did it for a long time. You think I'd remember it, but the track one seems more doable than the Howling Stones ones.
Oh, we could go down there with a group and do jugs and get one.
Yeah.
And I'm sure somebody's selling the MQ on that, the loot rights for that piece.
Yeah, I'm sure they are for like 200, 300K.
For what?
Or we just get a group of us, and if we get the timer, we can kill her.
Kill who?
The chick down in Howling Stones.
Howling Stones, I don't even remember her name.
Oh, it starts with a K.
Maybe. I don't know. I gotta look it up.
And then all you gotta do is find somebody who's done the quest already, and they can actually MQ, I forgot what piece it was that they have, and they get it back. Drusilla, there you go. Thank you, Nibers.
Drusilla. Yeah, that's her.
Max
For
kill
what?
on sight to max ally takes roughly 7 hours of killing in Droga. It didn't for me. I spent about 4 days down there, killing for about 6 to 7 hours every night. And I got a lot of loot. I got several of those earrings. In fact, I still have one on my guy right here. I killed everything in that zone fairly quickly because I was a monk. And nobody was really working on their faction at the time. The Chardek 1.5 update hadn't been out yet, so there wasn't really any big desire to go in there. And I had something like 6 backpacks full of skins and salts. And I sold most of the skins. That might have been my big mistake, but I sold most of the skins and made quite a bit of money on those. But killing in there, I think it's what, 1 faction point or 3 faction points per kill, and then it's 10 for every named mob. It takes a long, long time. So Frontier Mountains. Once I get to Frontier Mountains, I am going...
Hang a left and just follow the wall. You'll eventually get to Lake of Illumin. I'm gonna go talk to my wife for a few. I'm medding at the zone inn at Lake of Illumin.
Okay. Four to 500 turn-ins of the green. Yeah, see, there it goes. I didn't do the 4 to 500 turn-ins. I've done maybe 70 turn-ins for the greenskins, and I've, spent most of my time just doing the kills. They're worth so much, though. And I make so little money on this game. Like, I needed it.
You make so little money because you don't sell very much, or at least you used to not.
No, I still don't very much sell anything. I save it, put it on my my alt, and then we give it away when we do one of those newbie giveaways. So
Yep.
I'm okay with it. I've gotten a lot of really good things. There's a great community here on P99, and there's been people who've been able to walk up and just give us ports for no reason. Well, there's a reason because we're asking for one, but they don't charge us for it.
Yeah.
So I think you give and you get.
You get what's gotten.
Right. It's golden rule. Treat others
like people, and they'll treat you like people.
like people. That's like the base of that one. Just treat them like people. Don't treat them good. Don't treat them bad. Just treat them like people.
Treat them like human beings.
It's so much better than getting treated like a number. What's your insurance number? What's your bank number? Everybody wants a number from you. Have any more for sale? I need them too. I got some salts, I think, on my guy right now that you're welcome to. Yeah, I got 40 salts on me. I don't think I have any more in the bank, but I do still go over there from time to time to work on faction and check to see if I can get another earring or another idol of the thorns. COS. But the last time I went in there was right after Shardock 1.5 came out, and there was not a single mob up in that zone. There was like 5 bards running around kiting everything. Have you done any faction in there yet, Cypher?
Hmm?
Any faction in that zone yet?
For Chardock, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I need to with flip sides.
Flip sides would probably be better off going with like my monk, because my monk has to attack each and every single one of them individually.
Yeah.
But if we could put together like a bard, cleric,
something where I can get healed, because what kills I can't solo in there. I just get damaged way too much.
Yeah, their freaking damage shield is annoying as crap.
Yeah, it's not that they're hitting me hard, it's just that damage shield is...
The good thing though is once you carve out an area, like especially with my monk, I'm able to do 2, sometimes 3 different camps and everything in between at the level that I'm at.
Yeah.
Once I carve that area out and I create a nice little path that I run back and forth to check when things are spawning, if I get them quick enough as soon as they spawn, they don't have time to put on a damage shield. They don't have time to put on anything, and they die in like 2 to 3 hits. Like, they're super weak.
Yeah.
Nibers wants to know when the Droga party's gonna happen.
Whenever I get my power supply.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Did I miss this exit? I think I might have. I freaking hate this zone. That's why I don't come to this part of the world.
That zone's been nice to you. Don't say anything bad about it, okay?
Zone hasn't been nice to me. What are you talking about? I'm getting nothing from this zone. I hate this zone.
Are you lost?
Might be. I found a tunnel.
That is not where you want to go.
This is not where I want to go. I followed the left wall.
Yeah.
You told me to follow the left wall. I followed it.
Then you missed the zone. You went to
God.
Dreadlands.
Was Dreadlands on like the other side of the map, wasn't it?
No, you're not far. Just zone back in and I'll come get you.
Lake of Ilmen. Yeah, it's not that far from where I'm at. I don't know how I missed it. I was following the wall. Is it a tunnel? Is that what I'm missing?
No, it's way up. It's up on the wall, kind of. I do have to brag on my wife though. She's going to the store to get some dinner.
Pizza and hot wings?
Pizza and wings?
No, like the grocery store and get some stuff from like the deli or something. But she's
What?
also gonna get me some liquor.
Nice. For tomorrow?
That's for right now, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I mean, why would I buy it and not like drink it?
Well, I don't think you're going to drink all of it anyways. You have something left for tomorrow. I just don't want to be the only one drinking tomorrow is the whole thing.
I will be drinking sweet peach tea alongside of you, sir.
Peach tea's pretty good. Did you get that game downloaded, Cypher, or no?
No, I do not have the funds, sir.
Okay. Well, then we may hold off on it and do it again like next week or something.
Yeah, I want to get it. It's just that $20 a week is not a very good income.
I thought I saw you, but it was a goblin.
Oh, yeah, this is a goblin attacking me. I'm up on top of the wall, though. I'm hugging it as much as I possibly can.
What? Lost you. You passed me.
You want me to stop?
Yeah, go ahead and stop.
Alright, let me go.
Yeah, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
Oh, I
but,
think I found it.
whenever I get a game like that, I'm having to put $20 into Steam at one time. So that's my whole money for the week. But I have my court case next month, so that's a good thing, and I get my treatment starts next month also.
Nice.
So that's also a good thing.
About time, man. I know that you had just gotten the ability to do that, and then you got hit by that huge hurricane, tornado, whatever it was, that destroyed the hospital next to you.
Yeah. So, at least I'm on the list. And once the court date's over, I can actually actively look for employment again. Of course, I'm limited on the jobs that I do, but still, employment would be great.
Right. All right, where are you at, Shix? So, where is it in here? It's out by the water somewhere, right?
Yeah, I'm telling my wife I don't need milk. It doesn't expire till Sunday. Technically, it's good past that.
Yeah.
Sell-by date.
You don't have one of those smart fridges that, you know, order the stuff for you, just go in there and pick it up?
We have a dump fridge.
Then you hook it up with Amazon and that 5-minute shipping that the guy wants and just delivers it right to your door. Possibly in the future with Amazon, the way they're doing it, opens up the door to your house, flies in to your kitchen, opens up the fridge, and just puts it in there for you all nice and neat. Because they do actually have that, I don't know if you've seen it, where you can put a lock on your door that they have access to. And they can, like, push the package. I would never do it either, but, like, apparently people were doing it.
Got your EB mask.
I do. Why am I going so slow?
So I see a deep water barracuda on track.
Yeah, it's in 3 different locations, they said. Every 6 minutes.
It's near the goblins.
Goblins, isn't it?
So it's on the top of the dome. That's where they spawn.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, so there I see. That's a stuffed barracuda. That's not a placeholder, right?
I don't think so. It's a deep water.
Let me
He's
try
dead now, anyways.
straight ahead.
Still straight ahead?
Yeah, if I find him, I'll just bring him to the top of the. Or when I find him, I'll bring him. to the top of the dome there. They'll probably attack.
I doubt it. They're super low level, it looks like. At least that stuffed one was.
Yeah, the stuffed ones are super low level.
Somebody's not killing the blood kills? Kidding me.
No, they're all.
Wonder if the name's up in here for the monk epic.
Monk epic. You mean the name for the
Oh no, yeah, for the
VP.
VP key.
I mean, that's I would get it if you can.
I mean, I already have it, so it'd have to be a Shix thing. But nah, he's not up.
Yeah. Hey, people are pretty on point with that.
Yeah, so I'm surprised that nobody's killing the blood gills. What are these guys con to you, Shix?
Blood gills are dark blue or dark green XP green.
Yeah, they. What level are you now, Shix?
5.
Then you won't get good experience off of them at all.
No, I don't assume that. I would guess they're not very good.
Let's kill one.
I might be top of the dome with a barrel. Oh my god, painted barracuda is freaking up.
Oh yeah, dude, nice. Okay, I'm coming up in a second. Yeah, no experience off of that.
Alright, so I've got a regular barracuda on me.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I'm tracking the painted.
I see tree hugger.
Shit, I snared him, so.
You're in the actual, it's like dome itself.
Okay, so that one, I snared if you want to kill it real quick. I can't believe he's up. I mean, is that normal?
I don't know. Probably. When he spawns, if somebody else is killing these things for whatever reason, I doubt anybody actually wants that guy, so they just leave him there. I think you're just one of the luckiest Druids ever.
It's feeling like that.
This is making up for all those times you didn't get your bracers on your monk. Scout's revenge.
Yeah, they've still. I went over there a couple times on my shaman. Not even close. I mean, it was. Yeah. And there's a lot more people seem to be rolling lately.
It probably goes through phases. Oh, this guy. It's super easy.
And I haven't had an instance where the corrupted didn't.
It's a good thing you said that now, after he had already spawned.
Right.
This NPC said, "Aim for the peepers and the zonkers."
Super. Way quicker than the Cyclops.
So now we got to go turn these in, right?
The only one I could do is the Fedor ones, which I would go to the Pain Soul, I think it is, to turn it in. Because I've got the 3 items from
Pain Soul.
that continent. It's in Lesser Bay, I think.
Did you loot it?
Yeah, I looted it. Pure lake water.
No, I didn't see it on the loot window.
So this piece and the corrupted gorilla piece, it turned in with. Let's see. Gotta make sure I do this all right.
Well, I mean, you have the corrupted woolly mammoth, the corrupted shaman, the corrupted hill giant, and the chunk of tundra.
I've turned those in, and I've got the cleansed spirit of Antonic.
And
so I turn in this ocean. this ocean of Tear Sea Fury, whatever.
From the
thing
Corrupted
off
Seahorse.
Yeah, the thing from Kedge.
Corrupted Sea Fury, Cyclops you just got from Ocean to Tears, Corrupted Brownie and Lesser Fey.
Heartwood Branch. Yeah, I turned those into
The Pained Unicorn and Lesser Fey. And we can go check it out and see if he's up. That's just right there next to Steamfont.
so I need Steamfont. And that gives me 2 of the 3 cleansed spirits, but I don't want to turn the other ones in because I gotta kill Oolump and Fadedar.
How often is Fadedar up? 14-hour
He's a
respawn
3-day
on
spawn.
turn-in.
He's a 3-day respawn for the regular Fadedar, but spawn the other one. I'm not sure how.
I think it's 12 or 24 hours, something like that.
So you can spawn him or no?
Yes.
I have to kill Oolump before I can spawn him.
You have to kill Ulub, okay. And you said you checked not too long ago and he wasn't up.
Yeah, just before you got on, I checked. It was not up.
Well, we could swing by and check him again if you want, although that's in Swamp of No Hope, so... It's not that long of a run, right?
Yeah, EJ to Track's Teeth and over to Swamp.
Yeah. And if he's up, we might be able to put together a raid force to be able to do it. Yeah, he already took off. Fast little sucker.
You have Spirit?
I do. You still have to turn this in over in Akadnon, too, afterwards. But that's right here, so you can just run in there and grab it. That's what it says on the Druid thing.
So I hand these 3 things to the Pained Unicorn.
To receive the
Seeing
Gleaming.
The Gleaming Unicorn. To Gnome Solar, yeah. Some gnome.
You got to make sure that when you get your epic, you put in a good word for me and tell them that a lizard, of all people, were one that helped you out with this. So maybe they'll stop attacking me every time I go into the Druid ring.
Yeah, I don't know. Those are probably Tunarian.
You tell them you don't carry any weight after you finish the epic? Like they're not going to take your word for, you know, like a good guy?
Alright, Pained Unicorn is up and he's close to the zone line.
Nice. I'll stay back a little bit because he,
Yeah, he'll kill you.
I mean, you haven't put in the good
Wait,
word
you
for
guys
me
were
yet.
taking
So.
on the Pain Unicorn now?
Oh, I'm turning in stuff to him.
What's he for?
I was
Besides the
about to say,
quest, right? I
that's-
mean, he doesn't do anything else.
You can actually kill the Pain Unicorn for a bag of mistletoe, I think is what it's called, which is a pet charm. If I remember correctly.
That was easy.
You did it already?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I linked the horn. Gleaming Unicorn horn.
I mean, that should be the label for this video, right? For your whole epic.
Unicorn horn?
No, that was easy.
Oh. Luck be a lady?
Or that too, yeah. It's insane, dude. He got 3 last night, and one of them wasn't like the easiest one ever. The Kedge Keep one sucks.
I think the Edge one was. Everybody says it's the hardest. But he was
It
up
is.
zoned in, and then Octo pretty much let us down there, and we didn't do it probably the smartest way because we caught everything and CC healed like 4 times.
Well, I don't think we realized, or at least I didn't realize, that those mobs were going to pull from the room outside, given so much space. Like, it doesn't seem like they should have. They definitely did, and that's something you need to be
Yeah.
aware of.
Through the wall.
But they only aggroed after they healed him.
Yeah.
And that's
So weird.
strange, because usually mobs that heal through a wall don't aggro.
Yeah, I'd have to say this is pretty easy.
You
I
want
don't
to
want to
toss me
jinx
in
the
an
rest.
invis so I can go in there with you? That way we can evac out
Uh,
at the same time.
can. That sounds scary.
Oh, I could just
For you.
feign it. Oh, are you thinking that maybe they might see through my
Maybe.
invis?
Try it.
Find
I
out.
don't know where this guy is either. I gotta figure out where he is. Let's see. Silox Azrin.
You invis yourself.
Oh shit. Not what I meant. Looks like he's close to the entrance.
As a gnome cleric that is practicing evil magics, you will receive a cleansed spirit. Are they doing the blam sticks right now?
I think they might be. You want to see if you can get a?
Well, the both of us after we get your thing.
All right. So this guy's name is Silox. Maybe way down in here. I don't know. See him on track. I've always hated Akinon too.
Whoa, hey now.
It's just so like
Organized and put together.
you know,
Well, it's only the best city in the whole wide world.
uh, try to track. Oh, stays on track. Right. Straight ahead.
Oh, okay, so yeah, it sounds like we got some time to get up there, Shik, so...
Yeah, I'm down to go. I mean, my monk could use one. I know your monk could use one. And they might want me to harmony.
Is your monk already up there?
If you meant.
No, he was.
Okay, so you get the Koth with me.
Yeah, we'll have to get ports over to. And then somebody will have to harmony song. Well, I can harmony Santalak and swap over. The hell's this guy at? Head to the right. Oh, there he is. We have to go down. Are you with me still?
No, I was hitting Lavitz up, because apparently he's the one doing the Koths.
Okay, let me turn this in, and I'll
Back at the entrance.
egress to the entrance. I think it'll take me there.
That'd be good, man. I've been trying to get my guy back up to Plane of Mischief, and I need to get the box while I'm up there, and definitely a blam stick, because apparently they're just amazing.
Yeah, I think they're like one of the best. This guy despawns when you turn in the thing. Alright, so I'm gonna mark my wiki. That part being done. have much left to do.
Yeah. Forest is apparently porting as well. Any suckers across SG, gonna hop on my warrior. Evac.
Let's see if this takes me to the entrance. Get you to Sirens. Or to,
Cobalt Scar. I'm right here.
Where? You're right next to me?
Yeah, I'm right next to you.
Okay.
Yeah, Cobalt Scar, and then if you hit up Forest, you see him in guild chat.
Yeah.
Hit him up and tell him you need a ride on your monk, because I think he's gonna evac across. So you know. It's gonna be great. Seems like we're gonna have 2, maybe 3 groups up there, depending on what they already have. And you can kill just as fast as you have people for. I need help up, and I think we got somebody who's gonna call the heroes to that spot when we get there. With any luck, we'll see. I was told they have a plus 32 damage bonus, so they actually do 6240.
That's insane.
That is insane.
I mean, I know they're like as good as some TOV, a lot of TOV stuff. But like, what I say, third best in slot.
All I know is we got 2 monks, 3 monks with it when we went to Hate, and they were saying in guild chat that immediately they could see a difference in DPS.
I'll have to make sure I can get a harmony on Santalak, because I am KOS.
Yeah. I think they said they had a druid out front that was going to be doing that for people.
Yeah, if not, I can take mine over and just swap. Because either on the same account, I just camp and then...
Who else is coming to OT? Did you hit him up and tell him you were going to OT?
No, I didn't, but I can. When I log in. Switching over now.
I mean, if nothing else, he might be able to actually just pick you up wherever you're at. Your superior camouflage, is that the Druid one that lasts for 10 minutes always, or is that just random?
No, that's random. Improved invisibility is fixed duration. So like the things off the face spiders, that's a fixed duration, I think 10 minute. I know the Enchanter gets a 10-minute fixed duration. Invis. I don't know if there's any others. Really, I'm just killing mobs instead of actually hammering.
What zone are you in?
West Common. I'm gonna just go to the Druid. Off the Druid.
Did you send that guy a tell?
No, I said in guild that I'm hammering. Although... Just killed all the Druids. I don't have money for a dial.
I do have to say they have given monks way too many nice things.
Don't you say that.
Oh, they have though, have they not?
Yeah, they have. Monks are so OP once they get
It's
their
like
items.
the game developers or the at least Nilbog and them are like, what else can we? It's not Nilbog. I know it was in the game, but it's like, what else can we give these monks so that they could be overpowered?
But it's only once they get their items. You know, before that, you know, they're pretty crap.
Yeah, but we're talking about an item that's easy enough to get that a whole guild goes and gets them as soon as they come out.
For this one, yeah, for sure.
And then, of course, you have the Drusilla, which the guild camps for those wraps, which mostly go to monks.
Actually, I wouldn't mind having those on.
I want them on Malagdori, but I'm just saying. It just is funny that all these monk items are in the game. Maybe it's because there's too many monks in the game. That it reminds us that... or something. Every time something new comes out for them.
Yeah, Claire's got some good stuff.
They got a blam stick.
You know, you got your res stick.
Oh yeah. That's yeah.
He's asking if anybody else is coming, Shix. I don't know if you told him.
I'm in. I've got it.
Okay.
They do get one of the hardest to get gloves in the game.
That's true.
Which is best of slot.
Yeah, that's a really nice pair of gloves.
Yeah, those are so easy to get though, you know.
They may want me to play if they don't have a shaman up there, they might want me to play him to slow.
Oh, that's fine. I mean,
just roll.
I was gonna say, as long as you get your muck up there.
Right, roll for the blam, and then, you know.
Yeah, roll flat for that blam.
But I mean, wizards are kind of the same way. A lot of clickables for wizards that make them so much better than they are without them.
Yeah.
Enchanters have a ton of crap they get that makes them better.
Yeah, I mean, with enough plat and the resources, every character has a lot of available clickables.
Yeah, Necromancer's kind of the same way. A lot of clickables they can get. I would say the clickables available to a cleric are fairly limited.
Well, I mean, there's some clickies that are everybody, like invis rings, work pots. What do I have? Eyeballs, the slow hammers.
Well, you have the universal ones, like the warp pots anybody can use. I mean, for the cleric, the only ones that come to mind are the pants for a group heal, the breastplate for a sea heal, bracer of the hidden so you can see things a little easier. It's more of a quality of life thing, not much of a huge increase in what you're able to do. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else that the clerics get that's really OP that you have to have.
Have to have? Monks don't have to have.
Oh yeah, they do. If they want to do the things, if they want to do the things the guilds wants them to do.
If the guild wants them to do those things, it doesn't take the blam stick for them to be able to be a monk.
It doesn't take it, but for a good monk.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta use you gotta get all the toys and all the tools to be a good team player.
Yeah, they got toys.
I was just saying there are a lot of things that you don't have to get.
That's true. You can do most camps in the game with gear that you just get on your own. I mean, you don't have to have raid gear.
Oh, that's definitely true, but if you want to be a good monk, there are some niceties to get. The eyeballs, so that you can.
It sounds like it sounds elitist to me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not saying you have to have your Authorchrist beads, but the eyeballs. You know, the eyeballs are fantastic.
I'm not saying you have to have a 400k item. I'm not talking about that.
No, I'm saying like they have the lower level eyeballs. I can't think of the name. I got them on me. Let me see.
I mean, is the blam stick only going to be as good as it is until triple attack comes in? I mean, that's.
And that's a question too. Is the triple attack going to be better than?
And then what's the next big item that monks have to have? You know,
they don't have to have this one. It's just something that we all want.
It's just there's no originality in the monks. Every monk has the exact same.
That's not true. I don't have the same as what AC has.
Well, they do now as far as weapons. I mean,
weapons,
the blam
armor,
stick, all the monks have it.
Everyone has the Black Panther armor. A lot of people are going for that fungi tunic early on. You know, there's every monk looks the same pretty much. There are items that you may get before someone else gets them, but in the end, you're going to look the same.
I freaking missed TOV. How do I miss TOV? It's a huge freaking crater. I've had to run this zone like a million times. Ah, what the hell is the LOC for this zone? Ugh. Eastern Waste.
Oh shit! And they've got aggro on her.
On who?
Kargala?
I'm sorry, who was that?
Kargalia?
Is that one of the dragon? Are you talking about a dragon outside?
Western Waste. What are the Eastern Waste? Alright, Temple of Machines is at... I can never remember. Is the LOC on the right-hand side, the first number, or the second number? When it comes to the maps.
Maps are north is south, south, and then east is west.
I guess it doesn't really matter. It's at 1,000, 1,000, so... I'm really far off from the location. How did I get turned around this much? Are they gonna survive it, Shix? Shix?
Chicks.
Am I stuck? Really? I fell down into the... Oh my god. It's one of those days.
Kind of enjoying this new character I made. It's a natural, or he's a... I don't know what you call it. He's pretty much a martial artist.
I'm gonna wait for him to go by. I argue that about every class. Every class will end the same. I mean, I guess technically they will, if you get all the way to, like, top of the line in-game raid stuff.
Alright, so that sucked.
Oh yeah, he saw me. That's right. So what happened, Shix? Did they all die?
So, Trinala got aggroed by, I don't know if it was me or one of the other people, probably me, because I'm KOS and I forgot. So then the Bard was singing his speed song.
Mm-hmm, so everybody got
So
aggro.
when I flopped, they all got chased. They were able to get away and leash it, except for one guy who had, by the time he got to TOV, had his lev had been dispelled. so he fell for 20,000 damage.
So he's dead, so he's gonna need a res.
Yep.
A couple died running, 3 of us. Did they harmony? What's his face at the entrance?
Check.
What do you mean, can I check? I
Oh,
don't,
yeah,
I don't even
he
see him
wasn't-
there.
He wasn't there earlier.
Is he dead? Did somebody actually kill this guy?
No, so if you move him, like if you pull him away, I think he just resets where he stands. Like
Oh.
it's kind of like the in Dragon Necropolis.
Guess that could be a good thing.
My problem is I was too close to Trinala. Now I'm gonna get aggro on her every time I stand up.
Where you, I just zoned into it. Otherwise, I could have got her off of you.
No, it's good. I should be okay. Nothing's on me right this second, so I can just run like hell.
And you got Spirit of Wolf, right?
No, she dispelled that. But I've got Journey J boots. And I've lost all aggro, so we're good.
Guys getting ready for a guild raid?
Now we're going up into Plane of Mischief to see if we can get some of those blam sticks. And, just for fun, actually, because we're wanting to go up there for a while, so it'd be nice to...
Well, and I would leave your monk up there for a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that. I do play the monk a lot, though, so it kind of sucks to have to park them. But I got my warrior I could always switch over to if I really need to.
Yeah. Well, and if you want to play your monk, you just let me know. I'll have 3 characters up there.
No, I just meant like we've been doing all the epic stuff lately, and the monk's like really nice to take them. But the warrior can kind of hold his own as well. It's 54. It'd be nice to get him out of 55 too.
Yeah. You get your disc at 55, right? The big one.
I think so. Yeah.
It sucks being KOS here. Charges on. Oh shit! I have charges on my invis ring. What the hell am I doing?
Let's see. T-Staff. T-Staff is a great weapon for a monk that everybody wanted for a long time. There's a better one from VP, though.
Yeah, Shrieky has that. Nexona staff.
And I got one from Killing Broodmother the last time we were in there.
Lavitt's got the one off of Tunair, I think, that has the snare. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was the last time we were in there. 3D Ice Staff. I don't think it's as good, but it's kind of fun to play around with. People will play Knights too when they get their damage boost. They'll be able to wield 2-handers and actually be decent. See, when I played my Shadow Knight, I never thought of him as a damage dealer. I always played him as a tank. Of course, this was on live when it first came out. Nobody realized that they weren't ever going to be as good as warriors. Kind of sad, but it's true.
Well, if you thought they were going to be good as warriors, then I mean that makes no sense.
I thought they were going to be better.
Shadow Knight's background is.
What? No, because I mean, when you read the instruction booklet that came with it, the guide, right? They talked about how they were a combination between a tank, the warrior, and a necromancer. So,
Yes.
so I was like, oh, this is going to be amazing. I'll be able to take hits, and I'll be able to dish out the damage, which will make me a better tank because we'll be able to kill faster. Yada yada yada. I kind of explained it in my own delusional brain how this was going to be the greatest class ever, and that's what my expectations were going into it because it's.
Go ahead and flop.
Those are definitely some high expectations for Shadow Knight for sure.
Because you can be summoned Feign Death and it doesn't break your Feign Death.
Right. Actually, let me get a little closer. Hey, Octo, how you doing, man? We are going up into Plane of Mischief to see if we can get some blam sticks with the guild.
Alright, so yeah, just stay completely Feign Death. Give it till he's completely camped out.
Right. And we stand up and run like,
Yeah.
our life depends on it. Because it does. I should move all characters camped in TOV to the entrance. I mean, even if they did, people would work their way through the zone again and camp back up there.
also assuming that your feigned death did not fail. Make sure you read your text.
Yeah, I looked
you're
at
good.
it.
You're good. So yeah, when he's completely out, then you can go first if you want.
No, I'll let you go first. See how it's done. As long as you don't like area affect me to death, because I'm the second
Right.
one, yeah.
Or we could say 1, 2, 3, go. So do you go on 3 or do you go on go?
Why do I feel like I'll be the last man standing there?
Oh, he says zone in together or one at a time. Up to us.
Okay, so I'll let you go first then. Because I'm in like a weird camera angle, and it's going to take me a minute to
me
find the
too.
right camera angle here.
I'm in. I'm zoning.
Zoning into. AC, you should flop your way to PO. I've heard that's possible. Somebody said that's the way it's to be done.
Meowing does it.
I'm only 56, guys. Like, if I did it, I would wait until I was 60 before I tried that kind of mess.
Yeah, it's crazy. I would never try it.
I mean, I kind of want to try it. It's like a nice little challenge, right?
I want a levy because I don't the little tracks.
Oh yeah, give me a levy too. Punk.
Yeah, that I can't do.
Wait for me out there at the bridge then, if you don't mind, because I have to follow you down. I have no idea where I'm going in the zone.
He's got a bard to kite the whole zone.
We don't need to kite anything with this. Let's see if I can find this invisible. There it is.
You got it.
Yeah, the camp that we're going to is kind of beautiful in a lot of different ways. I'll let Shix tell you exactly how it's done, because he knows a little bit more about it than I do, but it's kind of nice.
So there's a bunch of halflings. Well, there's a chest. And in order to get the halflings to spawn, you attack the chest, and then you immediately feign death. And that spawns anytime the chest is aggroed, it spawns 8 halflings. So what you do is you spawn the halflings, then you... Oh, there's nobody in here. You spawn the halflings, and then you have somebody harmony the chest and the halflings around where you're pulling. Pull one in, kill it, and it has a chance to drop a blam stick. You can just keep doing that over and over and over. As long as the chest is up, you can keep spawning halflings. And it's one of the best weapons in the game. Pretty easy. To make it trivializes the best weapon in the game, I guess.
I think it kind of does. I mean, I'm glad that it's going to be this way so I can get one, you know? But at the same time, it should be a lot harder. It should be on equivalent of the fungi tunic. 14 hours, you don't see one drop kind of thing, you know? I think it should be up there.
Yeah, it should be difficult.
Because I would say it's on par with the fungi tunic, but on damage side versus regen.
Are you sure you don't want to go the way of ZK? 8 in the night?
I mean, you always have that RNG going on. So, that, you know, if they want to do, you know, a good night and everybody walks away with one, that's kind of cool too. But you also need that negative side where you're up here all day long. I think I heard Aftermath came up here immediately when it started dropping, and they got like their entire guild the blam stick in a matter of like hours. So it's pretty quick.
Is the blam stick no trade?
I believe it is no trade, yeah. Is this guy part of our guild?
Yeah.
You can toss him an invite.
You don't have
Yeah, I shortened everything that one time, and I can't remember exactly what the commands were to bring it
I
back.
think it's / show all maybe, or show
Show all? No.
Show the corpses?
Was it
Isn't it
show
show-
nameplate or something? Name tag or?
Show name 1 was what you typed, right?
1 with a space or no with space?
I don't know.
Try it both ways, I guess. That's invalid.
Show all corpses? Or no,
Showing
show
only first names, so show all 2 maybe? Okay, so that shows last names. What about 3? Show first name, last name, and guild name. There we go.
Why? What? I'm confused on why would you have that?
We were in hate, and the names were getting a little, you know, ridiculous.
Oh, here we go. There's a whole group of us over here. Okay.
Should we disband?
Yeah. And Derelict is a shaman. And we have a druid, so we're good.
Oh, there we go.
We can just DPS.
I go back to show name 1 then.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna head out. I will hopefully talk to you tomorrow and hopefully have some form of
Stuffs and things.
stuffs and things.
All right, man. We'll see you then.
open puffs?
Alright.
Let's see. We're friends. What did you link over here? Oh, when Aftermath did it? Yeah, look how many people you guys had.
Yeah, they had like 30 plus people here. I don't even know why. So who's our...
Any one of the monks, I'm sure.
The druid can harmony everything. Oh, you'll have to trigger the...
I have to trigger it?
I can trigger it.
Let me summon some, Yeah, because I've never done this, so I'd like to see it at least before I have to go out there.
The shaman in the group has blam.
Is it good for anybody else, or did he just get it because it happened to drop and nobody
No,
wanted
it's... Anybody can equip it. I mean, well, anybody but casters, I think.
Yeah, I mean, anybody can equip it, but does anybody else want it?
Rogues can use it, but probably not. I mean, you could get one on a druid if you want a melee. It'd be pretty good on a druid for melee.
Would it, though? Because it doesn't really have a proc.
No,
The only
but
thing it's good for is the damage delay.
It's hard. Yeah, it hits hard. It hits hard. I mean, if you're... probably not.
I'm just kind of spitballing as like a looming...
Warriors will use it for DPS. Like a DPS weapon, not for a tanking weapon. Any of the melee classes except for a rogue, because it's main hand only. And you can't backstab with a club.
Right. Uh, 40-30 is decent. I think it was Nibris that was telling me it has an extra like 23 damage on it, supposedly. So it's actually like 63-30.
Bane failed. Because, that's how that works.
Mm-hmm. So Blitch over there is who we actually want?
They're all of them.
Cruple,
Like 8 of them.
Nupple,
They're all
Supple,
non-KOS.
and they don't assist with each other?
They will assist. That's why the druid's there.
Oh, okay. think somebody didn't quite think things through when they named this guy Blitch.
Son of a bitch.
It's a little too close. Plurple.
Where'd our druid go?
I don't know.
Harmony things or not?
He's taking
Oh, okay, he's grabbing somebody from the front.
So if they despawn, you just kick the chest again and flop. And that respawns. But if you... So, like, if I went in there and kicked the chest again,
You'd have 2 of everything.
they would be doubled up. So that would be not great. It's not too bad with the druid, but... Alright, my food is here, so I'm gonna actually...
Okay, we're waiting for the druid anyways. And I think he's bringing like 2 or 3 more people up here, and like we said earlier, the more people we have, the faster this is gonna go. And I'll stay till everybody gets a blam stick, so I'm not too worried.
What are you gonna do after that?
Not sure yet. I mean, we were getting Shix his Druid Epic. I don't know why he's backing up, but we got all of his pieces. Everything he needs, except for...
The big boys.
Yeah, the big guys.
Faded R.
You
Ulump, Faded R, and DSR.
Well, Ulump and Faded or not Faded. Yeah, Faded are. I think we could
They're
do as a
doable.
group.
Yeah, we could do that as a group.
So
Alright, I'm gonna
this-
grab this food. I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, so those 2 aren't too hard. VS, he's definitely gonna have to do with the guild. That's just not gonna
fears a
happen.
lot, though. He fears a lot.
I mean, we've done it before.
So turn off that run.
Hey, Lucinda, how you doing? We are in Plane of Mischief right now, going after the Blam Sticks. So if you guys have not seen how that's done yet, you'll get to see a little bit of that. We got a lot of people here. We got even more people on the way, so it should be pretty fun. And they drop, from what I've heard, like 10% of the time. And the mobs are spawnable, so you can just keep going. As fast as you have people here to do DPS and burn down the mobs, you have another mob coming in for you. So
What are the faction hits?
I don't think there is any faction hits in this zone. Yeah, you know, this is a zone that I really want to get a little bit more familiar with, but it's so confusing. It's like Alice in Wonderland. You actually have the zone over time shrink and grow on you. So if you haven't seen it before, I've done a walkthrough with some of the guys showing me around. I think it was Nibris. War Friends might have been there. We had a whole bunch of Octo, I think, came out for that day, and they know the zone a lot better than I do, and they just kind of walked me through and talked about different places here and there. There's a lot of information in that video, so definitely go and, you know, get a little bit of that knowledge from them. You love the cackle now. Sit in this zone for like 8 hours. We'll see what you have to say about it then. Yeah, I think we still got a couple more people coming. But don't forget, guys, we're going to be doing the 12 to 24-hour stream tomorrow. And it is going to be a drunk stream. We're going to have Shix come out drinking with us. Tara is supposed to come out drinking with us. Noddle, when he gets off of work, is going to be drinking. Basically getting all the guys drunk tomorrow. So should be one giant cluster of a stream. We can have some fun with it. And I think we're going to see if we can do an open raid, possibly to Kale, if we're not all too inebriated to do it. Cackles don't bother me. Howling and constantly barking dogs irritate me. Howling. From the werewolf form, maybe? I don't really hear too much howling as a monk. And the barking dogs. Barking dogs. Where is barking dogs in the game? I don't know. I can't think of one. Oh, do they really from wolf form? I don't hang out with enough druids to know that. We very rarely ever use wolf form. Especially if you have like a warrior in your group, they don't want it. They don't want to miss out on their slam. No, in real life? Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's always kind of eerie to me. Like, neighborhood that I grew up in as a kid was a small city, small town actually, and every time I would ride my bike home, you know, from my friend's house or from wherever I was at, it'd be dark. You'd have like the street lights, but they're real low, and there'd always be like that one dog off in the distance just barking every so often, and it was just creepy. It was very, very creepy. So anytime I hear that to this day, it kind of sends a shiver down my spine. But other than that, I don't really mind dogs barking. Just late at night.
I do. I hear one woof, and I get irritated real easy.
Yeah, but if they're doing it at like 2, 3 in the morning, there's usually a reason.
Well, my mom's dogs bark at everything, and then they bark so much they start barking at themselves. One will bark at one, and then the other will bark back, and then the third one will bark in on both of them.
Yeah. Jack-o'-lantern. I love the jack-o'-lanterns in Unrest. I wish there was more of them in the game. I thought that was just a really, really cool mob. I mean, this zone definitely has like a Halloween jester kind of vibe. So if they could have had like a hedge mage in the zone, and I think they actually do, but just put like a whole bunch of things that would scare you. Haunted house feel would have been amazing. Rooms as you walk into them slowly getting darker and darker, having things come out of the blue. Can't even see them except for their faces. Instead of a skeleton, have a giant skeleton's head. I mean, I don't know if it would fit into the theme of the game, but could be fun. Skelly's cackling in game are annoying. Some people love that noise of the skeletons. On live, you could do a Halloween quest to get the jack-o'-lantern merc. I liked those things that they put on live, where you could do the Frostfell. It's almost like Christmas Day festival kind of thing. They had the Halloween ones. They even had ones for like New Year's, and I just wish when those holidays were over, you weren't allowed to wear that stuff anymore. So for like that short period of time, everybody's running around. It's kind of the season, but it's very, very weird to see people in a Christmas outfit 6 months later, running around with like candy canes as weapons.
Every time in the towns, there'd be a little bucket of snowballs next to the exit doors.
And that's cool too. And you could actually have it where the snowballs would melt, so you wouldn't be able to have them later on, but still have the barrel there so that you can kind of see that, you know, Christmas comes around, right? Like it's already part of the village.
I don't know. It was kind of fun to hit somebody in the face with a snowball in the middle of August. Hey, you can't fight back.
Yeah, with the flowers, though, I think I can't remember exactly what holiday that one was for. Valentine's Day, maybe, but they call it something else, obviously. You could throw flowers, roses, at people. and it would give them the rose and somehow magically multiply. So for every flower you threw at somebody, they'd get 2. Which then they could throw at somebody else, and they would have 2 and another 2, so it just kind of compounded. Before too long, you had people just tossing flowers on the ground everywhere they went, and it was interesting, but a little bit overboard. I think we're still waiting on people, huh? It's a long, long wait time here. There we go, 6 people. I have the skelly laugh as my message sound on my phone. Have you gotten strange looks, Anthem? When that goes off, do people kind of just raise one eyebrow a little bit like The Rock and wonder what's going on?
People's eyebrow?
I know my brother has the sound for his when he gets a message for Zelda. Every time, like, you enter a dungeon, it does that dun 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 kind of thing. The original Zelda. Sedge has the level up ding for your phone. Alright, here we go. We're getting buffed up. Started to see more items on eBay that had like Everquest theme. There's a drinking canister that you can get, a flask that actually has, I think it says Spirit of Wolf on it. A few other things that you can get put on it, but all Everquest related. Some coffee cups. What does Howling Stones sound like? Howling Stones has like a hum to it, doesn't it? Oh, I always have mine on. I don't turn it on too high, otherwise I'll get a copyright strike from some of these companies. This guy's got a little bit of hit points. No, they have like rusty or fine steel weapons, whatever the thing is. But they always kind of fool you in believing they do. Or at least that's what Schick said. Chatter's only 50, so not have attempted Howling Stone shit. Congrats on 50, though. What happens at 51, Neighbors? There you go. There's the broken blam stick, which is 30-40. Which is actually not horrible, and it is tradable. Yeah, for a newbie monk, that'd be a good weapon to give him.
I don't know. Don't they always cap out how much damage you can do at certain levels?
Oh, classes none. I didn't see that. Tiger King, you sound a little under the weather. How you holding up from this crazy? Do I sound a little under the weather? I moved my mic, so if my mic sounds not that greatest on the sound, let me know if that's the case, and I will put it back where it was. I had to change the wire. Apparently it went bad on me, so figured I'd try a new placement. This one's up above me rather than down underneath me, where my keyboard usually is. It's kind of nice not to have it there, so I can actually use my keyboard with ease, but if it's not going to sound good, I'll put it back.
You sound fine to me. CK, on the other hand, is always low in volume. Picking up, where is CK?
You sound alright. It's just lower in volume, probably due to the more distance. Yeah, so if I lean up, it probably sound a little bit better. I was leaning back in my chair. I'll have to work that out, turn up the gain a little bit. But yeah, we have been getting a lot of rain here and a lot of flooding. It was pretty bad last night. There's parts of the city that are under like 2 or 3 feet of water already. Pick up more random noises. Yeah, you guys can probably hear my fan in the background. It's hot here today. I was working on my new arcade machine. I'm making it into a MAME. Again, there's a one I built myself. That one's a 4-player. This is going to be a 2-player. And I'm going to use better controls than I did last time. I cheaped out on the last one. The buttons suck. Joystick broke easily, so get what you pay for. And I'm going to try to go with the Hyper Marquee that they sell. Can't remember the name of the website, but it's an actual LED screen, so it changes every game that you're playing on it. Oh, crap, he died. Alright, not the greatest pull ever, but we'll go with it. To be honest, it wasn't even really that much rain. It's just, dude, the city has to get this water situation under control. Like, the slightest amount floods somebody. I'm soaked from him, and is very much above sea level. I think Cypher was saying that the rain had hit him too over in Florida. He's expecting a package from Chupa. He's sending him a new power supply since his went out. He hasn't been able to play with us because of it. I don't think Shix is coming back. He said he was going to get food like half an hour ago. He also did say he was going to get drinks, so maybe he had a little sip, decided to have a little bit more. I sit at 3,500. It's a little high. Sea level, and we are really starting to dry out. So, what Shariki said when he first moved to Colorado, he came from, I think it was either Louisiana or Mississippi. I think it was Louisiana, though. And, you know, it's humid down there. You're at sea level. And when he first got over into Colorado, he got the worst nosebleeds. He had to start moisturizing his skin because it's so dry up there. Just weird little things you wouldn't think of when you're moving. Shix didn't tell you he was gonna hunt, kill, butcher, and cook the food. Yeah. It's been gone long enough, right? There's a guy on YouTube, and some of you guys have probably seen his videos. He always does, like, start to finish. Like, I'm gonna create myself a sandwich. And then he goes and grows the wheat to make the bread. He raises the hogs to, you know, eventually get ham off of them or whatever kind of meat that he's gonna be using on the inside. Grows the lettuce. You know, shows how much work is involved, basically, and, like, just something we take for granted. Yeah, but then he'll eat it and be like, this sandwich tastes horrible. And, you know, I don't blame him. And it's not because of the ingredients. It's because it takes a long time before you get good at making something. You look at these people who are bakers. They didn't become a baker overnight. They didn't become a good baker overnight, I should say. These people who make bagels are renowned for the amazing bagels that they have. And they've been doing it for 40, 50 years, you know? Like, it's a skill like anything else, and you gotta earn it.
Those old style bagels are rock hard. They're not like the Linder's bagels of old
style. Video duration in making that would be months. Sometimes they are. He did one where he was trying to make a hammer, I think is what it was, and he had to go off and find the materials to mine. So he had to actually find somebody who would let him mine in their either like abandoned or discontinued mine that they have somewhere, and then take it back and process it, melt it down, purify it, shape it.
Not always mention finding all the tools he used.
Yeah, that's another thing. He has like this huge workshop. It's interesting. I mean, it's a really cool videos that he has that come out, but it's a lot of work.
How's it been going?
Not bad. So, how did the hunt go, man?
The hunt? What?
Yeah, I mean, you got dressed up for the woolly mammoths that were coming through. You guys had to skin them, cook them, make the sandwich. They were saying. I mean, you were gone for so long.
Yeah, well, we had chicken, and then I helped her with some laundry and chatted about what she's doing tomorrow. I got most of the day to myself.
You need to get your wife
Darn.
on the game. So you can have some game time together.
Tasty candy.
She won't play.
She won't play.
Hell no.
Bud?
Yeah, she'd rather watch Dragon. She watches that Game of Thrones. She's just heard me from the other room. Game of Thrones.
You know, I would not put it past him to create an MMO off of Game of Thrones eventually, maybe one day.
Yeah, I've never actually seen it.
No, but it has such a huge fan base.
I'm not in that fan base.
I mean, you don't need to be, because there's millions upon millions of people who watch that thing every single time it comes on, and they go back and rewatch it. And
So have they had one drop yet, or?
no, nothing yet. Just the broken
broken.
ones. They did have some candy corn or tasty candy.
Yeah, it drops all the time.
What is that? Do stat candy or something?
No, it's food. Those and
It's a snack, I think it said.
the worms or whatever, the sweet fishing grubs or something.
Yeah, it sounds more like a Japanese food to me. Sweet fish and grubs. I think they missed out on a real opportunity to have mobs in the water that you could fish up and then have to fight. I think that would have been cool. I think it might have been a little bit more like Pokemon at that point, but, you know, they could have done something.
Or possibly the mob pulls you into the water.
That would be cool. Kind of like zone you over a little bit. I mean, as long as you can take a group with you.
That sounds like it'd be a single fight. You're sitting there, you're fishing for and over and yank, you're in.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Super sweet fishing grubs.
Yep.
Sounds grotesque.
It doesn't say that it's a snack.
No, I don't think it's for anything, to be honest.
Damn says, see, I do it in reverse. I say I'm going to get a sandwich. So I'd get in my car, drive to the diner, and order one. Yeah, but at least you're getting in your car and driving over there, right? The other route would be to Food Grub, or what is it?
Grubhub.
Grubhub? There you go. And just have it, like, delivered to you.
I wonder how much they charge. Is it based off what you spend?
No. It's not a percentage. I was looking at it for one of the ones that are here in the area, and they don't actually list the price of the... they don't like, oh, we're going to charge you $20 for ordering KFC. It's a add-on to every meal. So the more meals you order, or the more food you order, the more they're charging you. So if you look at like a 12-piece KFC bucket, that is normally, I'm just going to throw a number out there, like $5. They're charged like $7 or $8 for that. So if you order a small meal, it's actually better for you. You spend less money, which is weird. You think it would be a flat rate, you know, $20 for my time. And that's just one that I looked at. I just can't remember the name of it.
Are there multiple groups here? We know.
I think there's at least 1.5.
Let's put LFG up. Why am I getting aggro here?
Actually, there's another guy right there at this LFG if you want to just start tossing people.
Oh yeah. Fight him. Lost my target here. Oh shit.
They pulled that. We don't want to kill that, though, right?
That happened.
Is it dead?
No, we do not. No,
No,
we
it's
don't
not
want
dead.
to pull
But
that.
we all have to camp out, right?
There's something. Well, we can flop.
Yeah, but not everybody. Well, so he's not attacking anymore. Yeah, he is. So what are we doing? Are we killing Stitch?
I'm gonna kill this guy and then I don't have any idea what's going on. Well, we better flop.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Camp out or flop it. So they're camping right now. I'm gonna stay on this guy until everybody's out, and then I'll flop.
Unless it's
O'Day's not out yet.
Is he not harmonying the chest?
I think only one person was supposed to pull, and I think he is harmonying the chest, but I don't think he realized harmony maybe broke or wore off. I mean, it had been going perfect till this moment. I didn't had any issues.
you have one guy die.
That was because he tried to do
Druid.
something and he got aggro.
I don't know if I have aggro on the chest or not. I assume I don't at this point.
I mean, yeah, if you fainted off, you should be fine.
Yeah, he's not aggroed at all.
Sure, just stand up again and
Yeah, he's not. He's staying his butts. But my wife did get us dinner and 2 bottles of Jack Daniels.
Nice.
One for tonight. Well, some for tonight.
I was gonna say, holy crap, dude. One for tonight, one for tomorrow. Bottle of Jack Daniels for every day of the week.
Some for each day. It's been like maybe a month since I drank. Not that I'm like a heavy drinker and that's like super, super long time or anything, but
Right, nah, still. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done a drunk stream, so I figured it's about time.
still no regular blam, just broken, huh?
Just broken ones. It's 1 in every 10. We've killed like 15.
We're due for 2 or 3 to drop.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all broken.
you guys getting XP?
His group should be, I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Yeah, we're getting XP. A little bit.
There's only 2 of us. It's me and I think this guy's a ranger? No, maybe a paladin.
There was another monk over here earlier. He might have switched tunes to while we're killing, and then he'll roll
Oh,
on
no,
it.
he's a warrior. It's a 60 warrior.
Munchie delivery? I don't think I've heard of that one.
Might be a local.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them. That's why I'm fat. Ain't nothing wrong with being big boned, right?
Insulation.
A little bit too much insulation for down here. Maybe if I was up in Colorado, that'd be nice. I think I'd be too cold, man. I like walking around on my floor barefoot. And I've noticed after the flood, I was like, I'll just get rid of all my carpet and I'll go with tile. Because, you know, if we get another flood, I don't want to have to be down on my knees pulling carpet out that's been soaked with, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I go with tile. Tile's so cold. So cold.
Get some attractive throw rugs.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'll have to do. And it's so noisy, too. Everything just ricochets as far as sound off of the tile. It just echoes.
Well, you know how you could do it. You could just, well, you like the barefoot then.
Yeah.
Nice, those monster slippers.
I mean, I could do that, but I mean, it's something nice to be able to just walk around barefoot without having to freeze your feet off. I can't really do it anymore. The tile's just, it's something else. Just have to get used to it.
You know, did you have to tear up your floor or anything?
No, it was all concrete. Thankfully, the tile, or not the tile, the carpet was just put down straight down on the foundation.
You know, you can get that kind of concrete slab where they run the tube through the concrete.
I saw that, yeah, where you could heat it up.
And then run it to your hot water heater, and it circulates the hot water and warms the floor.
Yeah, those are nice to have in like a bathroom.
I mean,
You get out of the shower.
I didn't think we needed it because, one, it's hot down here a lot of the time, so I didn't think it was really going to make that big of a difference with tile. And two, I was repairing the entire house, and I didn't really want to spend any extra money than I had to, so kind of just went with a nice tile that turned out looking really good, but it's just a lot colder and a little bit more uncomfortable than I thought it would be.
The only downside to that is if it fails, then you gotta dig it all up again.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a vicious cycle.
I don't ever want to do tile again. Or sheetrock.
Or throw stuff out of the house that you've had for a long time.
That was the worst, man. I've told the story before in the past where my parents, they had their own house, and, you know, as they were getting older and older, they weren't able to take care of it very much, and then my dad got sick with COPD, and, you know, I convinced them to come stay with me so I could kind of take care of them, look after them, so, you know, something happened if they fell down or something, they wouldn't just be in a house by themselves. And then the flood happens like a year later. And seeing their face as they go through all their stuff, their picture albums, things that, like, we try to get everything up as high as we could before it hit, but yeah, there's always something, right? There's always something that you forgot in the back of a closet, or, you know, it just comes in so fast. So That was the most heartbreaking thing out of the whole experience.
10 years ago, my mother climbed up one of those little step stools to reach something high. When she stepped back down, she missed the bottom step, fell, and busted her hip. She was there all day while I was at work.
Yeah, see, that's what I didn't want to happen to them. I didn't want them to be in that house. One of them fall down, the other one try to get that person, that one up, and they fall down, and they get, you hear these stories where they're just like they're in there for days or weeks, and nobody comes to check on them.
Thing is, I didn't even go upstairs right away when I got back home, but for about 2 hours the dogs kept barking and wouldn't shut up. And I'm like, okay, what the heck is going on up there? And then I went up and she was there, and I couldn't get in the house because she was up against the door where I had to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to sneak through a window, so to speak. And it's like 8-9 feet off the ground, the lowest window, unless you count the basement. Oh my God.
Sheetrock, mud, and tape. No fun. Will not do it again. And that dust. It's the dust, too. That dust when you're, when you mud it, you got to sand it down, and you're cutting sheetrock. That sheetrock dust, the chalk, it just gets everywhere. And it's so fine, it just floats in the air. It doesn't actually settle, it just floats. Just floats.
It's worse that that cement board that you put in your shower instead of sheetrock before you put the tile and stuff on. That stuff dulls so many blades so fast.
Yeah, there's a special blade made for it. But yeah, it's really tough to get through otherwise.
It's like...
So what did you get to eat, Chicks?
KFC.
KFC. All right.
Yeah.
We were just talking about KFC.
Yeah. I'm gonna swap over to my Bard to do this pool for these guys.
The pool?
The guild. Yeah, the Ixie pool.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize they were over there.
If they need a cleric, you could always let them know, I guess. Because, we can just camp here. I'm camping right here.
What, are we killing here still, or is everybody camping?
No, I think they're staying here. And if I need to, I can come back on my shaman.
Oh,
So that we have a slower. I don't know if they have a slower right now.
are we, like, who's in charge of the pools and stuff? Oh, O'Day's AFK. Should I attack the chest and spawn another group or no?
I don't know. I'd talk to the group, find out what their plan is.
Can you handle it?
We can do it there if we need to, later on.
Yeah.
But I would assume they're gonna still kill stuff.
They just haven't said anything in a while in guild chat. And we're not pooling. We have people here we could be killing, but...
Oh, there it is. But I lost my OT hammer on my Bard.
Just logging in, it's not there?
No, I thought it. Well, I found it. It was in a bag that I wasn't aware.
Let's see.
Are they not talking in group?
Mm-mm. Yeah, that's why I'm not 100% sure who's actually leading this. I can go out there and I could spawn the guy.
I'll just tell them, say, hey, what's the deal? Doing this? If they say we need a shaman, then just let them know that I'm doing Ixie, and then I'll come slow for them. Or if they need a druid, I can come on my druid.
Because to spawn more, you attack the chest and then feign it immediately, right?
Yeah, they'll spawn anytime the chest is aggroed.
One at a time, or
And I think it's all of them.
All 8 of them or 10 of them or whatever it is.
No one replied.
Did they all go AFK?
Kind of seems, maybe. I mean, people are moving around. The Druid just moved. Our monk just moved.
They're all probably also in Discord.
All right. Well, then I won't do anything just yet. But
I could probably jump in Discord on my phone.
looks like the warrior's moving.
Actually, I don't. Zudo's is. He looks like the only one that's there that's in Discord.
All right. So they just spawned some more.
Yeah, now he'll harmony the chest and then harmony probably stuff around the edges, like next to the ones that they're gonna want to pull.
All right, we're killing now. What do you think, Shix? How many more do we got before we get one? What's our luck running like tonight?
Well, my luck's really good.
Yeah, but you're not here.
Yeah, I'm not there.
that's why his luck is good.
My luck has been really good lately. At least last 2 days. I haven't gotten any palm cards, but got a lot of epic pieces.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know. What does the Druid Epic go for? For an MQ?
Oh, I don't think you can MQ it, to be honest.
Not at all, huh? Well, I mean, you have 2 orbs, 3 orbs that you have to turn in, right? So as long as you did one of them, somebody else could MQ the other 2, right?
I guess you...
It's kind of like the Cleric Epic. You can MQ the orbs.
Yeah, because you have to give... So the final turn-in is the Elaborate Scimitar and the 3 Cleansed Spirits. So I guess you could do like one piece of it and somebody could do the rest. Yes. See, why not?
I mean, there's definitely parts of your epic that are MQable, like the stone, right? The pulsating stone was
Yes.
20k last I saw. Wow.
That only gets you. That's part of the hardened mix. No, the rune crusted bowl.
Is it tradable or no?
Oh no, that's to get the elaborate scimitar. So I guess somebody could. That's probably the hardest part is VSR.
most contested part. I mean, I think it wouldn't really be that difficult for a group or a guild to do if they just could get there fast enough.
That's probably why they sell it, because you could do all the rest, and then they MQ for the final turn in. They could MQ the Labyrinth Scimitar. I don't know. The only MQ I've ever done is for my, epic-wise, is for my rogues. That was nothing. We went to High Pass, guy handed me a thing, said, go ahead and turn this in. I've already turned in the other part. I turned it in and I got my dagger. It's that quick. 25k.
Yeah, I think some of them are easier than others. Ooh, a blue crown.
What?
Yeah. Is that a good one?
That's 4k.
To the guild, maybe.
They'll random all that stuff.
53 cleric, happy to join, but need to get the OT. Second best tier, nice.
Yeah, the crowns are about 4k piece. And then the thrones are the expensive ones.
That's the one I need for the cloak, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if you roll and get it, then I won't worry about the other one. But I have a blue crown if you don't win that.
I mean, they're not even really talking, so.
I'd ask them. Ask them, we rolling for this crown or what? What's the deal?
Oh, I think maybe they did roll. I got 35. Yeah, I did win. They must be talking in chat. In Discord. They must be, because, I mean, they all rolled without saying anything in guild or in group chat.
So is Sudicide is one of them? I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Zudos.
Zudos is here. Looney. Forestal. O'Day.
Oh, okay, Forestals and... Yeah, they are. Yeah, there's several of them that are for sure. Looney is. So Zudos, Looney, Forestall, Sudicide, they're all in Discord. So you lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, you know how my dice are. I mean, the fact that they drop here, though, is kind of...
Yeah, I didn't know they could drop down there.
Probably
But I guess
super rare.
Well, they're super rare in general. I mean, I've gone days of killing without seeing one.
Still no Blamstick, man. You told me the odds were better. Kind of starting to think this is like the Hunger Games. You're lying to me.
They were dropping like flies the one time.
Somebody else has the Blackheart Pirates tag.
He was talking about that the other day. I was actually an officer.
Who's that? Baka, whatever his face is.
Is he fighting with you guys?
No, it's in guild chat.
Okay. Yeah, somebody in the guild said they had a Blackheart Pirates tag, and they were an officer, and they weren't sure if this guy's immune to run speed changes. If they were allowed to like be in the guild without wearing the tag of the guild, and they're like, you're gonna...
I don't think that was a problem when I was in.
No, well, you can't be in Aftermath and wear a Bloodguard tag. I mean, that's...
I mean, yeah, get that one because they compete against each other, but Blackheart Pirates don't compete. I mean, they're competing for existence right now,
Here's the
basically.
thing. So if you were raiding and you're in a zone where there's a FTE or trackers,
Mm-hmm.
then you wouldn't be counted as Bloodguard. You'd be counted as Blackheart Pirates. It's
Right.
kind of shady stuff.
If you're doing that, I don't do any of that, so.
They just want to avoid any potential problem.
Oh, crown. There you go. Yeah, big crown, sorry. Yeah, I can't remember who was in charge of Blackheart Pirates, but they got dinged on something and they got banned from the game. And they went over to, I think it was Lord of the Rings. And once they got banned, the guild was already kind of on its way out, kind of demising a little bit by a little bit due to some of the decisions they had.
DKP.
Yeah, DKP is why I left, but
I got called out for not going to raids because I didn't want to deal with the DKP. I'm like, yeah, I'm just not going to deal with it. I'll come help somebody if they need an epic or something. Other than that, no.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of DKP. I could do without it. I like the random system a whole lot better, even though my randoms suck.
Oh, it's awful. It's the worst system ever.
Sooner or later, when that item drops, you will get it sooner.
Yeah, doubtful.
You
Dude, I've
say
been
sooner or
sitting
later, but
out for months at a time. I'd much rather earn my shit than get lucky.
yeah, this is the reason why a lot of people go with the DKP system. To each their own. There's enough guilds out there doing it in every shape, form, or fashion. The one I am not a huge fan of, though, is the Loot Council.
Oh yeah, not me neither. Because that just leaves it to the potential for
Abuse.
favoritism.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Is like just overwhelming.
And it always happens. Always happens.
But I mean, like I think the kittens went to DKP even.
Mhm.
It's a weird system, but it's
Yeah, 'cause
DKP.
They're probably getting griped that, why don't you do DKP?
Probably because some yahoo that joined yesterday won like a freaking
Breastplate.
See, that doesn't bother
TOVBP or
me
some
at
shit.
all.
That would be me, by the way, the one he's talking about. This is what happened on mine,
Yeah,
which
you
is
did.
why Blackheart Pirates immediately thereafter switched to DKP. I think it was
Yeah,
my
'cause you
first
don't
or
want-
second raid, and I got a breastplate.
Random Joe to show up, get a freaking awesome item, and then leave the guild next day.
Well, see, the thing is I'm still in that guild, so I won the breastplate. 4 years
but
later,
that's
I'm still
you.
in the guild, so I'm not
That's
that
not-
guy who just instantly left.
But the general public, I mean, people are just gonna get something and bail.
I think they were just upset because one of the leaders at the time really wanted that breastplate, and when he didn't get it, he was like, "Well, I'll just switch to DKP, and then I can like claim I have the most DKP and take
Well, you
it."
have to earn it.
How many people actually watch
I
what
look
people are
at mine
doing?
every day.
No, you look at what you have, but how many people actually watch to see what they're giving themselves?
It's pretty easy to see.
I always kind of feel like they're pumping up their numbers, so they have like tens of thousands.
like you can see who's at each of the raids and who's tracking every day, calling out, need a rep tracker. I've been here for 8 hours.
If you're paying attention, if you're one of those people who are actually looking around and seeing what's going on. But for me, I don't look at what other people are earning. The only time I look to see what other people have is when I'm bidding against them. I don't want to see like how many DKP they have.
There's enough people checking that there's not likely to be anything.
And I don't think this guild is doing it, but we've seen some pretty shady people in the past.
Also, Blackheart Pirates, you can only keep your DKP for 30 days.
Yeah, that was
Dumb too.
a little weird.
Talk about super cheating.
So if nothing drops that you want, you just lose it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's not even the worst system we've heard. We've had people tell us about the one where when you bid, you lose it all regardless.
I think it's if you win, you lose everything.
No, somebody said if you bid like 100 DKP and somebody else bids 150, you lose your 100, they lose their 150. Anybody else who didn't win also loses theirs.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Why in the world would you ever bid unless you had
Knew you were gonna win, right?
a billion DKP?
Just like I said, it's way too corruptible.
No, not if you do it right.
Too cheaty.
No, if you do it right, it works perfectly fine. We've never had a problem in this guild, ever, as far as I'm aware. People show up to a lot of raids, they get a lot of DKP. You never show up, you don't get any.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Showing up to all of them until they get the DKP. Quick.
And I kind of like the system you guys have here, where mains can not random, but throw out as much DKP as they want, whereas the ults can only do a certain amount. So mains always have a leg up on the ults.
Right. And your second main has a little bit of a leg up. Slightly. I mean, it can only go to 250, but...
We're killing the right ones, right, Shix? This is where they drop. We have yet to see one. These guys are kind of doubting themselves now.
Oh, we have a website completely showing what everything...
Now, but back then...
They got it under control pretty quick.
For your guild, you just go up top and say, who's your guild leader? And contact them, and they'd say, well, he would send somebody from the guild over to invite them. No signing up to web pages anywhere. We had a sort of a web page for like a manifesto. That was it. Go read it. Be done.
Yeah, we'll see what Pantheon does for theirs. They might have like a DKP system built in, which would be kind of cool.
You mean built into the game?
Yeah, something where like the guild officers don't have to keep track of things. I mean, handling loot in a raid is a full-time job. When we do the open kill raids, whoever gets stuck with that one, whether it's me or Cypher or Shix or any of the guys, it's an all-night thing. That's all you're doing. So if you can have the game kind of mitigate a little bit of that, it's a little nicer. Not EQ Live though. Their loot system is the worst I think I've ever seen in any video game.
Hey, did that new loot system eliminate the DKP online?
No, because on a raid, I think the guild leader has or whoever's hosting the raid has the option of saying who can loot.
Because I've been watching some videos of some people who are on Mangler and that other one. and every time you kill something, you hit ching automatically.
Yeah, but there's a group leader and a like master looter of the guild
Yeah, like a raid leader.
that can like divvy that stuff out.
I don't know if they like divvy it out, but I think they have control over who's allowed to loot, and they can change it at any given time, so they can just kind of specify who's allowed to walk up there.
Well, no, I mean they can literally like click a button
And transfer it
give
over.
to a certain person. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Did you hear Heat and Obi saying things like,
Alphabet.
"Just everybody mind so and so getting this"?
Yeah, the way they had it set up was more like a loot council, which, you know, with the group of friends that we had, made sense, but with all the people who were joining, I kind of felt like we were taking advantage of them. Because, you know, there's people out there who are like, yeah, I'm not going to say anything, but I would have liked to rolled on it.
Right.
Did you guys kill Iksar yet?
They're getting ready to spawn it now.
Yeah, good luck on your Cloak of Flames, my friend.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, so unfortunately, if you get a Cloak of Flames, you won't want mine.
Oh, I could do two. One on the bard, one on my warrior.
I could do
Wouldn't be
two.
bad.
I have to do it all over again, though, man. On green.
Are they gonna do the progression thing with the server, or not the servers, but the expansions on green? Certain time you're on the original, then you move to Canard, then the Velius.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's going to be like the exact same setup that they had when the game first came out. I think they're going to keep to the traditional update. They said they weren't going to do like the small updates. Sony was kind of famous about doing a big update, and then they do like 15 small ones over the course of like the week or the next week afterwards, trying to fix some of the mistakes they had. This one, they're going to do the big updates and any small minor updates, but not like the little itty bitty tiny hot fixes. Those are just going to incorporate into it. But anything that's supposed to be in the game will be there. So the Rubicide armor, the Mana Stones, J Boots and Najina, Guys of the Deceiver and Lower Guck.
Do you think we'll be able to level as fast as you guys did on Mangler?
No, it's going to be slower leveling for sure. And why I don't... Like, I want to get some of that stuff. Mine, the Rubicide armor is a strange thing to want, but I really, really want some of that. I'm not going full bore into it. I'm not going to be... I got to get to max level so I can sit there and get those items. If I get them, I get them. It's going to be fantastic, but... Like, I'm going to be playing to have fun. And hopefully when we find out exactly when they're doing it, I'm going to have, like, a couple of days where we can jump into it and just, see what we could do early on.
God, Ixblad is slow as shit.
Oh yeah, he's all the way on the other side of the zone.
Well, he just seems to run slow.
What is the best class with the pre-nerf guys, and why is it Monk? This kind of answers your own question on that one.
I think it's more anything ogre.
I was gonna say, yeah, warrior ogre kind of thing. Nice because it's gonna be a shrink before you can really get a shrink for free.
Shadow Knight Ogre?
Anything good? Any good races who want to be evil for a little bit so they can run through a certain zone or anything like that without getting attacked? Where the hell did they go? Oh, they're on the other side.
might try human monk.
Human Monk is definitely one that I want to go with. Druid and Rogue. Because I haven't really given any of those classes a fair shake. Shaman, possibly, because I didn't give them a fair shake either.
I'd like to do Shaman again, to be honest.
But I love my Monk, dude.
You know, there's not a tune that I have. Well, Mage hasn't been exciting, I don't think, for me. Really, I think all classes so far that I've pretty fun. I mean, I'm on my 52 Bard now. On Ixablad. Pretty fun.
Yeah, I kind of like my Bard. I know without a doubt, no matter how much I try, I'm never going to be as good as Noddle. Which is okay. But knowing that they have such capability and not being able to like live up to even like a portion of it, I realize why I'll have fun with that class. It's not really the class for me.
I might even do a Ogre Shadow Knight.
That could be fun. Definitely I would try to get one of those masks, but I did hear that a lot of people from Aftermath are going to be permacamping that thing for as long as they can.
Probably until they nerf it.
Maybe. I think it doesn't get nerfed for the first, like, what, 8 months?
No, I mean, they don't let nobody into the camp until the item gets nerfed, or it just doesn't drop anymore.
Black Crown and a Red Squire.
Set them cards. Oh, I keep hearing.
$390. Wow. Okay. Is the Black Crown any good, chicks?
That's 4K. I mean, they're all 4K pretty much.
Are they lore?
Yeah.
I never used those in any of the time I played.
I think I won that one.
Oh, Jesus, why am I getting punched?
Are they going to end up merging the servers?
That's the big question. That's the $1 million question for me right there. Because if they merge the servers, there's no real point for me to go over there. As it is, this server is going to become a custom content server. So they're going to be adding new zones. There's going to be adding quality of life conditions that they haven't specified yet. And that could mean anything. That could be maps. That could be spell timers. It could be, you know, stones that port you to different places. I mean, it could be a lot of crazy stuff they could be adding into it. So I want a classic server. That's my personal take on it.
Is it supposed to have custom content?
Blue was always supposed to have custom content. They put it on their website from like the very beginning that they were going to create a classic server and do all the patches and all that kind of stuff, and they didn't know how long it was going to take them, but eventually, at some point when they got all that done, they would be adding in custom content. So it's not like a huge surprise. They're springing on people at the last second. It's been there, and if you paid attention, you know, you saw it. If not, then there's not much they can do for you on that one. But they are the only ones around that have a classic server, and it would be kind of a shame to see them lose that. And I think they said that Green is going to have a time period of 3 years before it gets to in content. So that's pretty quick. I mean, 3 years is a long time, obviously, but 3 years would be pretty quick to to merge their servers together and then have to start all over again.
Yeah, but what happens when they merge servers and you got max characters on one and then max characters on the other? What happens to them?
What do you mean?
Like, you know how you got all your characters on P99? Now,
Oh, you're saying if they
when
merge the
comes
servers
out,
together?
You fill up all your character slots, and then they merge. Half your tunes might disappear.
Well, no, you'd have to decide which ones you want to keep, make space for them, delete the old ones. Or, like I said, if they at least announce beforehand whether they are or not going to merge them, you could create a new account since they are free and just play on that one.
That'd be something I'd have to do. Of course, I don't see myself having more than 2 or 3 tunes on green.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't remake all of my tunes, but there's several tunes that I never gave a shot to. Like I said, the Rogue only got up to like 20-something. My Druid, I never got him past 2. Shaman, 20-something as well. And I really like the Monk, so I'll probably remake the Monk just because I like, playing him so much. And I want to experience what it's like to pull as a Monk in playing a Fear, playing a Hate, playing a Sky before Kunart comes out, before Revelius comes out, But it's a lot to ask for a lot of people to start all over again. Like, this will be like the 3rd time because everybody played on live for the most part. Then they came over to P99, had to start over. And then to move over to green and have to start over again is a bit much. Maybe, if we're really good and we ask nicely, they might possibly eventually give people the option to copy their character and move it over to green once green catches up to blue. If it doesn't have any custom content items they've gotten, kind of thing. But I doubt it. Lucinda, wait, say that again about if they do merge and you could create a different account. Yeah, so it stands right now, you can create as many accounts as you want for P99. There's no limit, they don't charge you anything. So you just go onto the webpage, create, another screen name and another password, and then you got another account. I think I have 3 right now, but I use one for just selling crap or throwing stuff on them while we're waiting for the newbie giveaway to happen.
I have 11.
So, I mean, if you created a new account, obviously there wouldn't be any tunes on it. You could then go play on green, and if they did eventually merge green into blue, you wouldn't have to worry about getting rid of a character. You wouldn't have to worry about, an account that you have on blue superseding one on green. Because from what I understand, you can use, like, if you only have one account, you can use that account to play on blue, and you can use that account to play on green. The green server will have no characters because you just started on that server, and the blue account will have all the characters you created. So when they merge those together, if they do, you'd have to make some hard choices.
Well, I'd probably make a 3rd account and play green from that one. So,
Well, the only reason I mentioned if they would allow blue to go to green is if they do decide to make green a custom server and stay separate. There's going to be people, such as yourself who talked about it earlier, like you'd just be gone from the server altogether because you don't want to start over again. It would be kind of nice for those people to be able to move their characters over and have the classic server they thought they were going to get, but end up not getting it.
This is terrible. We're gonna fucking die to Ixaplat because we have no DPS classes. Me and a paladin. Got him down to 8%, 7%. He's regenning as fast as killing him.
I mean, you got him down to 7 or 8%. There has to be some DPS there.
Yeah, the chainer died.
Oh.
Or the pet maybe died to enrage. Now our DPS is just me and this guy.
The blapstick.
Finally got it?
Well, one dropped.
That's what I mean. Randoms.
Unless somebody looted it. I didn't even see a roll for it.
Who looted it? Should have said it in the text.
Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, no roll on that one apparently.
I mean, ninja looting.
They're probably talking about it in Discord, but that, you know, they've been putting the numbers down in chat and in guild for the cards. It just seems weird that they didn't do it for the blamstick.
Ah, there was a COF. Not the ones we want.
Wait, what? You had a cloak of flames or no?
No, we got a circlet of fire. Doo-doo. No, see if Cypher was able to be on. Gotten that.
It sounded like he wanted to play today, just wasn't able to.
Yeah.
I don't think these guys are gonna make it. Everybody's dying. The healers keep going AFK on us.
I'll get my shaman on. Let me go grab this. Get a hammer.
You got time. Everybody's dead.
The nice thing is there's always clerics up there.
Well, we got a cleric standing right here.
Oh, well then when you die, he kills you.
No, I mean, he's the one AFK. That's why we're all dying. It looks like the cleric might be back.
Give me a hammer on this guy.
Too little, too late. Just mentioned Garzakor. That too, that'll be awesome. I don't know if you've ever streamed or seen that.
Garzakor? I think so.
one of them will be me, I think. It's pretty close to best in slot here. It's best I'll ever have, I'm sure. I opened this whiskey and never even took a sip. Seems like a waste, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, we'll get you a moment to drink here in a minute.
Yeah. Drink it right now.
This guy hits hard, dude. It's just me and a monk.
Those dwarfs do. Do you have a shaman there?
No, it was just me, monk, and a cleric.
Oh, you need a shaman.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody left. Oh, the druid's back now. Yeah, I don't know if they all left so they could go help out the cleric who's trying to get that piece. I'm guessing that's what that was, right? Or was that just a straight up going after loot?
Oh no, we had a cleric that was going for it,
Yeah.
but I don't think any of those guys were there.
Did you see what they said in chat, Shix?
Yeah.
In chat or Discord?
The guild chat. You going after that, or?
If they go, I'll go, but I have no chance. I'd burn all my DKP on my...
Wait, what? You burned all your
burn my
DKP on who?
DKP On my Druid's chest piece.
How much did you use on that one?
240 something?
Oh,
I mean, I didn't
wow.
burn it all, but I don't have a chance probably on the other one.
How much you got now?
247 left.
Oof. So you're not quite as much as you need. Or is it only 150 for a alt?
Yeah.
150 for alt? Okay.
No, yeah, 100 for an alt, 250 for a second main.
So you're not quite as much as a second main.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd go just because I, build more.
Yeah. How much you get for that one?
I think he's only 5. Maybe 10, but I think 5. I can't find the damn Druid rings in Fear. Why can I not find the Druid?
Because they're not next to a road.
So you guys have had one blam stick drop?
One blam stick. We've had like 3 or 4 cards drop.
Found the rings, yay.
Lots of epic fights for Epic Friday. Is that what today is?
Yes.
Epic Friday. Did you mention that you need just a few more pieces for yours?
Yeah, but none of the mobs were up for mine.
How often is VS up?
I don't know. He was up earlier this morning. But apparently somebody killed him, or I don't know if he despawns. I don't know the mechanics on him.
Hey, Tara, how you doing? Did you have a good week? You guys ready for the weekend, I hope? So we had somebody hammer out. The cleric went link dead. It might be the end of the group here. Guess we'll see. If worse comes to worse, I can always switch over to my cleric and we can see if we can get you some of those other kills.
I'm trying to get a ride to Skyfire right now.
Oh, and Terra Shix has some good news about his epic, huh? No? No good news for your epic? He's too busy
Hold
drinking.
on 1 second. Oh, yeah, hold on.
He got all his pieces. We got them all today. So all he needs... well, I shouldn't say all his pieces.
I got a lot of them. I still have to get... So I forged the rose today. I killed all the corrupted. They're all dead. Got all the pieces for that. I got my 2 orbs, one for Antonica, one for Fadewar. Those 2 orbs. We killed... What else do I need to do? I turned in my... So I have to find the skeleton, the human skeleton in Frontier Mountains. Give him the painting, and he gives me a neck. I take it back to some druid dude. He gives me another piece, whatever. So basically all I have is buy a Jade Reaver, kill Ulump, kill Faye, kill VS. VSR.
And 2 of those
Those are
we
my
can
4
do
steps,
ourselves.
Yeah, we can kill Ulump, we can kill the spawn Fadedar. And we can... The only thing we can't do is VSR.
Let's see. You could just buy the Jade Reaver. That's exactly what he was gonna do. It's just too expensive to...
Yeah.
Or, too timely to do the other way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in there and try to camp. That's insane for me. I mean, you have to get a group, and it has to be a full, solid group to hope for a Jade Reaver to drop.
Alright, let's see who else is streaming, guys, because we're going to take a short break here while we figure out what we're going to do next. It seemed like that was the end of that group, unfortunately.
Well, if worst comes to worst, we can do guild raid stuff, or you and I can get you some levels at the puppets.
Yeah,
Not the
I mean, I
puppets,
don't think we can do guild raid stuff, because the only character I have in the guild is the monk who's now stuck up there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we could duo that spot, possibly. So
Yeah, it'd be slow, but we could do it.
we're going to raid Primal Heart. But now that he's up there, we have options, because Chupa's up there, Cypher's up there. We could do some kind of small group killing
Nonal's,
the audience.
Nonal's Necro's still up there, I think.
Yeah, if we can bring him back in. He's over on Mangler for the time being, so maybe a little bit of a chore to get him there. But I think he's been gone long enough. He might have the feels to come back. But as always, guys, bear with us. We're going to take a break for, however long it's going to take us before we figure something out, and we'll be back.